everyone, and welcome to another episode of the United Gamedom podcast. I am one of your hosts, Darren, aka Dow, and with me once again is my Canadian chum, Dennis, D-boy. Hello, Dennis. How you doing this Sunday?
Pretty good. 3-day weekend over here in Canada. I think the United States also has a 3-day weekend, so very, very cool. Doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm doing fine, so yeah, be working in a few hours' time, of course, though, but it's nice to just lay back and do this podcast beforehand anyway, before I head to work and listen to it back, perhaps, on the other podcast, because Sunday night is my favorite night of the week at work, podcast night. And also, of course, we're with the Minnesota Miracle Man. Oh, Jesus Christ, I've bottled up there. Minnesota Miracle Man, I like to call him. He's not, Emilio Estefes now in Mighty Ducks, but he's from Minnesota. It's Derek. Hello, Derek. How you doing this day?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing fine.
Yeah, we do have a 3-day weekend for Labor Day. I don't know is there a holiday in Canada on Monday?
Yeah, it's Labor Day also. We have the same day as you guys.
All right. Yeah, I'll be going to the Minnesota State Fair tomorrow morning, bright and early.
Cool.
Yeah, this will probably be up when you're away at it, so it will. So we're recording this on the Sunday, just sleeping material or listening material anyway. Yeah. But I hope you guys enjoy the trip anyway to State Fair, and hope you enjoy your Monday off, Dennis.
Yep, I will.
We'll be gaming, probably me and you.
Yeah, since you're off, I think, on Monday.
Yeah, I'm always off every Monday, so it's nice.
Cool.
So anyway, moving on here. Got a fair few fucking news stories.
It's news week.
Yeah, some of them kind of big, other ones not so big. Let's just put it at that now. But let's get going here. It was followed up from last week now that there was a Wii U event happening in September 13th. It's like a couple of weeks' time. And apparently it's rumored that Wii U is to launch on November 18th, which I believe is a Sunday, isn't it?
I think so, yeah. November 18th is Sunday. I think it is.
It's like the week of Black Friday, I think, right? Like the week before, I think.
Yes. It's basically says here in Kotaku, the official release date for the Wii U may have just leaked today during a presentation by gaming accessory maker PDP at a GameStop managers conference in Texas. A rep for PDP was showing the company's field lineup at the conference and wrapped their presentation by saying and peripherals will be revealed just ahead of the Wii U's November 18th release date, according to Nintendo, who had asked to remain anonymous. So in other words, the Wii U date could be leaked, which, if that's the case, if it is November 18th, what a surprise. Everything gets fucking leaked nowadays. What a big bloody surprise.
I think we pretty much predicted that last week, so.
Yeah, I predicted November anyway, and Derek predicted Black Friday. I think we all said November anyway, so that's pretty much would have been the proper date, because that would be like in time for the holiday season and everything comes out that night that way anyway, so it's pretty much a foregone bloody conclusion that's coming out. These are not going to pick one up now, so you're not, unless...
No.
Are you going to pick one up now for Zombie U or what, Derek?
It depends on what the price is.
Oh yeah, that's pretty much kind of my sentiments. It's the price and what's actually out at launch.
And it better have HD, otherwise there's no way I'm gonna buy one.
There has to be HD.
Yeah.
HDMI port, not fucking stupid component now.
Yeah.
It has to be HDMI or else screw that. So I'll be getting one if it has a few games that I want. If it was Rayman and Zombie U, I probably will get it, since those two games are probably enough to justify a price. But if it's not, then nope. If it's $300 perhaps, like I said, we'll just have to wait and see. Just briefly mention this story now about Lollipop Chainsaw, which I'm the only one who here played it actually. It was it shipped 700,000 copies, which is probably the most successful Suda 51 game, I guess. I don't know how many sold, but it's shipped 700,000 copies. So well done though for that now, because Suda 51 games don't tend to do so very. They're kind of one of those cult classic games like No More Heroes and Shadows of the Damned last year did awfully bad in the sales department now. So it's nice to see it doing well in a way, shipping wise, but it's not the best Suda 51 game. It's a good game, but it's not great. That's all I can have to say about it.
Mm-hmm.
Black Ops 2 gets $180 Care Prestige Edition or Package Edition.
Care package, yeah. Care
Yes.
prestige.
It's a
Yeah.
bloody I don't care. What is this stack? And Dennis, you go ahead with the story.
Okay, well, those who are mildly interested in Black Ops, there's a couple of different, I think, care packages. There's a remote controlled MQ-27 Dragonfire drone, which is probably the drone that they use in the video game. It includes the Nuketown Zombies and Nuketown 2025 bonus maps, as well as a two-sided steelbook case, 2 challenge coins used to unlock exclusive digital content, and multiplayer weapon camo. So that's the care package that's offered with Call of Duty Black Ops 2. So I think none of you guys here are picking it up.
I couldn't care less. It's like, yep, a great nano prestige edition pretty much though. Like this Infinity Ward, they didn't bother doing it last year though, but it's just decided Treyarch are not there and Activision decided, oh yeah, let's bring another one back again. People miss it. And people will go and just waste their money on stupid junk like that.
Well, I think you actually bought one of the packages, right?
I bought the Hound edition for Modern Warfare 2. It wasn't the Prestige edition, and I pretty much regret it because that game, the multiplayer in that game sucked.
Mm-hmm.
60 fucking pound though. It was like it was a bit dearer than usual though, but like all you got was the code for Call of Duty Classic and like a wee art book thingy, and that was it. Like it was a useless package, quite frankly.
Yeah, I don't know if people still buy all these big packaged video games like this. Like $180 is way too much.
Concerning the fact is that sometimes those packages come out and then you can see them a couple of months down the line for half the price.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Like that's pretty much what I did with Skyrim. Skyrim came out, it was like £130. I was not going to pay that price and then I went in like a month or two later, I'd seen it for like £70. Like, okay, I'm getting it then.
Yeah.
For the PC version. So there was no way I was going to pay that much for, collector's edition like that.
Yeah,
Didn't you end up paying that much if you bought the regular version and the collector's edition on cheaper?
What?
Because you bought it at launch, right? You bought Skyrim at launch?
I bought Skyrim at launch now for £40, and then I got the thing one, the collector's edition, for £70. So basically, I got 2 versions of the game. I got the collector's edition and the normal version for cheaper than I did for the collector's edition, because it was £130 for the collector's edition at launch, and I paid the the normal version, which was £40, and then the collector's edition at £70. So I just had to pay £110 overall then for both of them.
Yeah, I'm going to get the regular version of Black Ops 2, but not the care package.
And you can be the only one who can tell us about it because you'll be the only one who'll be buying it.
Well, it does look not too bad, so we'll see.
Yeah, I couldn't care less. I'll just rent it. Like I said, I don't mind the campaigns. I think the campaigns are fun though, but like I said, not for me. I don't like the multiplayer in those games anymore.
Mm-hmm.
No point. Xbox Live launching free-to-play games. So in other words, they're pretty much following the Steam route and the PC right now.
Yeah.
What the hell is this about now?
Well,
Derek?
Go ahead, Derek.
Apparently, for paid subscribers of Xbox Live, they're launching a free-to-play games service. First one is a multiplayer cartoon-style competitive brawler called Happy Wars, which will come out in September this month. And the next one that they've announced is Ascend New Gods, which I believe was at E3.
Yes, correct.
A role-playing game with ad hoc multiplayer elements. That one is launching in a few months, and those will be available only to gold subscribers. Which is kind of odd if it's free to play, and then why don't you just have it for everybody?
So,
Yeah, there's always a catch with the Microsoft stuff anyway. Yeah, it's free to play, but nope, you have to have an Xbox Live Gold subscription. So technically, it's not free.
yeah.
Right.
Steam's free. You can download Steam for free. You can download those MMO free to play games not there. That's free. But nope, you'll have to pay $40, $50 or whatever, X number of dollars for whatever monthly subscription you take. So
Well, I don't.
that's not.
I guess there ain't a lot. There's not a lot of people who actually have silver accounts now these days. Maybe I'm crazy or something, but I don't see a lot of silver accounts.
One of my former coworkers has a silver account, and he just buys NCAA football every year, and that's it.
Okay, well, if you don't play on your, if you don't play on
Yeah,
it or do anything on it, okay. But if you're regularly on your Xbox, which you would probably be the kind of person who would play these free-to-play games, I'm guessing you'd have a gold account. So,
hmm
I mean,
They should make the
I,
Mass Effect 3 multiplayer free to play, because that basically is a free to play game. Because
yeah,
with all their little like packs and stuff that you can buy, if they just took that and made it a separate game and charged the same amount for those packs, they'd make like tons of money, I think.
yeah, I think so. I think,
send an email to Bauer and EA then, Derek, and see if they'll follow up with your idea then.
tell the doctors.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm sure they need the I'm sure they need the money now, or the confidence boost, I guess. Um, I think that Happy Wars is actually available now. I think if you have the beta of the next Xbox
Oh, really? Okay.
board update as well, because I've been seeing that around Twitter and that there. I didn't even know what the hell the game was. It's like, what the hell is this game? And a cartoon brawler?
Did you guys sign up for
Sounds
that
like
beta this year?
no.
I
Yep.
usually do, but I was like, there's no real benefit for it, so I didn't do it this year.
There's nothing there. Check out Internet Explorer early. Check out Shite early, pretty much.
Mm.
When is it coming out? That,
Probably November usually. Like
sure.
it's usually the round of time they usually have it up for everyone though. But
Well,
this
this
update
thing
this year,
says Happy Wars is September, so I don't know if that's going to be launching before the dashboard update or what.
yeah, that's probably up. Yeah, I'll probably launch this month though. But I think the dashboard update usually is like September, November every year though. It's usually like the fall update, where it usually happens every November.
So they're just going to make it worse and slower. Because every time they change it, it gets slower and worse.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get my sentiments exactly.
that's true.
That I don't. Some people I do not. Some people like that new dashboard. I hate it. I fucking hate it.
I don't like it much.
I do not like it whatsoever. Some people were bitched about the fact is, oh, you have to load up, you have to press up to actually launch your game because it starts up in the spotlight section. People
My biggest
bitched about.
problem is it's just really slow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like I have to fucking like when I want to go to Netflix or something. Sometimes I enter the my apps and it keeps loading and loading and loading,
Yep.
Yep.
and then I have to back
Yep.
up again and then press A again and then load, and then it shows up. Like I have to do it like once or twice
Same here.
for it to
Yep.
actually show up.
Same here.
So
Yeah.
so it's pretty much not my side of the connection. Is their side. That sucks. I don't care. Like that's enough I've got to say. The dashboard update sucks. I liked it the way it was.
You like the
Um,
blades?
Well, no, not the blades. Well, I actually didn't mind it though, but I liked the way it was before, like when the other one. I
When
just
it
don't like
launched.
the new one. No, the pre-new update, the
Okay.
one it looked like before, I liked it.
hmm
Some people didn't. I did. I don't like the new one. Some people do like the new one. I hate it.
Yeah.
Um, again, I'll talk about during the games we've been playing. Sold 1 million before launch. That's Guild Wars 2, which not surprising because a lot of people probably got that little MMO bug again and say, let's try the site. It's free, like free to play after you buy it now,
Mhm.
not free to play
All the time.
immediately. Yes. It's it's kind of rare. I guess as an MMO, a proper like big MMO or online RPG that comes with no subscription fee whatsoever.
hmm
It's so 1 million before launch, so that's pretty good though anyway for a game. But I think a lot of people were looking forward to this game though.
Yeah, Guild Wars 1 was pretty popular, I think.
Yeah, and there was a bunch of sort of there were kind of more expansions though, but the thing is, there were like standalone expansions, like you didn't need the actual first game. Like I think there was one, I think it was Eye of the North or something, or Eye of the Storm or something like that. I think you did need I think you need the original Guild Wars to play though, but the factions and Nightfall, they were like standalone expansions, which I've never played. The only one I've played was the first one, which I played some of like years ago. I thought it was pretty good.
I played factions.
And what did you think of it?
I liked it, but I think my problem was I didn't get enough loot, or the looting system was poor. The crafting system, I got kind of bored with it, I guess. Of course, that was a long time ago. That was like right when it came out. So
I think Guild Wars came out in 2005. I think it was. I know
think so.
it did come out. I think it did come out after World of Warcraft. Now, I could be completely wrong there, but I think it was 2005. But anyway, that's good for that.
Yep.
Telltale continuing Back to the Future series.
Yep.
I'll check this out now because I'm the only one who's actually played the Back to the Future series now here, so I have.
I'm gonna play it, don't worry.
Yes, I sent you a link earlier and for you to actually play it, to buy it on GOG.com. I hope you do.
Yeah, I'll get it.
It's basically Christopher Lloyd is reportedly reprising his role as Doc Brown in an unannounced new game in the Back to the Future series. It appears Telltale Games is not finished with its Back to the Future episodic adventure series. According to our GameSpot radio account, Christopher Lloyd revealed during a fan expo session this weekend in Toronto that he will reprise his role as Doc Brown in an unannounced new game in the series. No further information is available, and the Telltale Games representative told GameSpot, "We are unable to comment on any unannounced titles or projects from Telltale Games." So, I hope they do, because I've seen the Back to the Future series did pretty good for them anyway.
Yeah, if they're continuing with it, probably, yeah.
Yeah. Like, I personally loved that there, and I really do want to see more. And like the end of the actual last episode kind of does kind of open up for like a follow up anyway.
Okay.
Like the end of it's pretty cool what happens, so I'm not going to spoil it now. But I very much suggest, like, if you're a fan of action adventure games, then check it out though. If you're a fan of if you're a fan of Back to the Future series or adventure games, I thoroughly recommend you check it out because I really enjoyed them. They're pretty much like their Telltale Games who've been doing other ones like Sam & Max. They did that Jurassic Park game, which I think pretty much got shit on in the critics department. Have you ever played the Jurassic Park one?
No interest.
Yeah, I heard bad things about that now.
Yeah.
So I didn't try it out myself. And they've done The Walking Dead, which we'll talk about in good detail later on in the podcast. Bethesda disappointed over Skyrim DLC absence on PS3. What's this about, Derek?
Apparently there's some issues with getting Dawn Guard DLC onto PS3, and initially there was some Twitter discussion about how they're saying like, it's unfortunate we can't get this on the PS3. But there's another story that came out later that indicates that Dawn Guard may never come to PS3. There was a post on the official Bethesda forums by a company representative. Says Skyrim is a massive and dynamic game that requires a lot of resources, and things get much more complex when you're talking about sizable content like Dawn Guard. We have tried a number of things, but none of them solve the issue enough to make Dawn Guard good for everyone. Dawn Guard is obviously not the only DLC we've been working on either, so the issues of adding content get even more complicated. This is not a problem we're positive we can solve, but we are working together with Sony to try to bring you this content. So
more, in other words, go ahead, sorry.
No, yeah, it just sounds like it's not their high priority right now because they're working on other DLC.
Yeah, they're working on that Hearthfire one's I think out this week.
Yeah, that's out this week.
Which
we did not.
I couldn't care less about.
Yeah.
I'll get it just because it's $5 and I like Skyrim a lot, so I'll talk about it next week.
Yeah, it's just one of those little house expansion things, really. Like the Oblivion had a bunch of them, pretty much, which I got a few of, but kind of regret. So I do anyway. Like if you're into that sort of stuff, though, it's like you get this house or something, and you can go around and get make it your own and like create stuff like get furniture not there. But the thing is, why get this for 360 or something when in the PC version you can pretty much probably do that for free with mods and that there.
Hmm.
So you can.
For people who do not have a PC that's good enough to handle
Yes,
that, like me.
it's probably it's probably the next best thing to do. But yeah, it's pretty much more stuff, more Skyrim woes getting shit on for the PS3 owners. I
Yeah.
feel very sorry for them
Yeah.
because
Poor guys.
they pretty much got shit on from the get
They
go
got
in terms of
screwed.
Skyrim.
Yeah.
The bloody really the problems they've had in the PS3 version, the crashes and freezes and bad frame rate pretty much. I think that game's been played from the start pretty much on PS3 and this looks like another bloody
Yep. It sucks.
weight on it though.
Sucks
So,
for them.
yeah. I haven't even played Skyrim yet, the Dawn Guard yet. I haven't even played all of it. It's been a while since I played Skyrim, like thoroughly. Let's just say Dennis I'll go with this next story because me and Derek have no idea. Go ahead, Dennis.
Okay. Well, for you Canucks out there and very minor Americans, very not a lot of Americans play this, but I know one that does.
There's a lot of Minnesota Wild fans.
There is? Okay,
Oh,
that
yeah.
could be. That could
They
be.
always say it's the state of hockey every single time they advertise it. When people talk about it, state of hockey, state of hockey.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, state of hockey here is shake. That's what it is.
We're right next to Canada.
Detroit is hockey town also, so apparently. But anyway, getting back to NHL 13, which is going to be released next week, and which I should be playing this Friday because I have the EA Sports season pass, so I can get it 4 days early. They're announcing that there will be female playable athletes in the game, which I think is the first time that a sports game has playable female athletes. So that's pretty interesting.
Well, outside of the Olympic Games perhaps now, but proper
Yeah.
like sports like football and that there, I think that is the case now because I don't really see a whole lot of them, especially from the EA ones. It's pretty much like a male-dominated world.
Yeah, there will be female playable characters. Former Team USA defensive player Angela Ruggiero and Team Canada forward Hayley Wickenheiser will be playable legends in the upcoming game. So there's no female teams actually, but there are female. You'll be able to play as those girls in the legends. The Legends game of NHL, putting him up against Doug Gilmour, Yari Curry, Dominic Hasek, Wayne Gretzky, which pretty much everybody knows who that is, and Mario, as you Americans call him, Lemieux, will be playable Legends in
What do you
NHL.
call them?
Lemieux, well, that's his French Canadian name.
Okay.
So anyway, so yeah, I don't know. This is pretty cool. I would have liked to see like Team USA, Team Canada, and in female form in the game, but I think this is a big step towards that. So it's pretty cool. Nice to see an EA Sports game actually evolve compared to another game that I'll talk about a little later. But yeah, it's nice to see. Nice to see that. Pretty happy about that.
Yeah, it's pretty good. You never know. Like probably next year though, they'll probably start bringing it into the other games. Like especially if there is football over here as well. Like there's women's football teams over here now. So you never know. Maybe next year's FIFA edition will have the women's team of Arsenal and Man United and those ones and like England and that there. So you never know.
There's some female basketball players in the WNBA.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it would be nice to start seeing a couple of female in sports games, apart from the Olympics, of course, and golf. Would be nice to see that.
Yeah, that's good. Next story here is GameStop considering selling vintage games. So in other words, they want to pretty much get in the retro right and pretty much probably charge the ass off some games like eBay and other places do.
Yeah.
But apparently this is only online only, Derek. Is that correct?
Yeah, it's only on their website. It's not in the stores.
Okay. Yeah, so pretty much they can probably charge whatever they like now, so they can. So they would
Hmm.
like I mentioned before, GameStop over here, it's not no longer around here, but it's nowhere near as bad as the horror that is GameStop in the US and like in Canada as well under like the what's it in America and Canada now again, Dennis?
CB game.
Yeah, EB Games and not there yet. Pretty much says consumer interested in buying classic discs and cartridges plans to offer such games through website, but advantages the big idea has problems.
Mm.
Yeah,
They don't even
probably.
say what they consider to be vintage games.
Yeah. PS2 and
Yeah.
PS1.
That's not vintage.
Well, they used to sell those there.
Yeah, but they'll bring them back as the vintage stock PS2 games, vintage stock GameCube, Xbox. Like, they're not vintage. Vintage is more along the lines of Nintendo and Super Nintendo, and Mega Drive or Genesis and games like that now.
I wonder if
Yeah.
wonder if it'll be like a game room, like the infamous Xbox game room, where
That was a piece
oh
of
my
crap.
god, I actually tried that out and I was like, holy shit.
I never bought anything there. Like the thing is, you can download it though, and you can play like few of the games though, and like try them out for like you can have like free tries or something.
Like that completely disappeared, right? Like we don't hear anything about it anymore.
It's
Yeah.
gone now, so it is. They stopped doing it like I think last year sometime.
Hmm.
Just pretty much said, yeah, we're done with Game Room. It's not doing. I don't think it did very well. I think because of some. I think the reason why is because some of the just most of the arcade, most of the classic games that people wanted, they never got or whatever.
Yeah, they couldn't get the license or something, so
That and they charge like
Yeah.
way too damn much.
yeah, like
Exactly.
$3 for a
Pretty
game
much.
like that? What?
Yeah.
You
Like
can
I'm
buy
not
those
gonna pay
collections for like $20 and you get, like 20 games or more. They're
like
charging
exactly.
$3 a piece.
Yeah.
Nuts.
Besides, I know some people are a fan of those old games now. Anyway, the old Atari games, in Television, ColecoVision.
Mhm.
It's just not me. Like I never grew up with that stuff though. I might have a different opinion if I did, but to me it's like start with Nintendo or like old arcade
Yeah.
games, like like ones from the 90s, late 80s, early 90s. The beat 'em ups and games like that. Now,
Yeah, I'd like to see some good in television games be brought to like the vintage thing that GameStop's doing. Like not what they did in Game Room where they brought all the fucking shitty in television games that they had. But I'd like to see that happen. Vintage ones.
yeah, I'm just gonna say if this is gonna be good now, cause knowing how. Like concerning the fact they could sell like old game, like they could get a rare game or something. Are they going to do this? They'll probably do the same thing with eBay. Like they'll charge you up the ass for it because they know how much it's worth.
Mhm.
That's the trouble.
Let's hope not.
They're trying to get into that
There are
market
plenty of
pretty
other
much.
retailers that do that, so why do we need GameStop to do that too?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Exactly.
like there's a few retro games I like to get, but I'm not paying £200 for a fucking Panzer Dragoon Saga. No thanks. Borderlands 2 gets $30 DLC pass, which not really surprised considering the fact every other game, most other big games get a season pass, so it's pretty much all in our line. So I assume that if you get this DLC pass, you pretty much get all the feature DLC for free, I guess, like whenever
Yeah.
they come out
$30
there.
and there's 4 planned add-ons.
Yeah, so like
So you get
the
like 5
last.
free, get 1 free, basically.
Yeah, pretty much. So I'd say they'll probably be like 800 points or like 1200,
For
guess.
each
So
one, yeah.
yeah.
Mhm.
So pretty much, yeah. If you're interested in Borderlands 2 DLC and like if you're you're going to get them when they come out, though, it's pretty much just best to get this now and save yourself a bit of money anyway. And that game's out next in 2 weeks' time,
Yeah,
isn't it?
2 weeks.
18th.
Yep.
I took off 2 days.
Yep.
2 days from work that week. So
Wow.
Yeah.
I took
Yeah.
off Tuesday and Wednesday, so I can buy it at midnight and
Play it.
play
Take
it
to your heart's
as-
content.
all night if I want to.
Yeah.
Cool.
Basically, Derek that week would be saying, "Yeah, I've just been playing Borderlands 2."
Mhm.
I'm looking forward to it myself. It's going to be awesome. I'll probably get this DLC pass because it got all the other DLC.
Borderlands 1.
Still have to finish. We still have to finish Claptrap.
Yep.
Yeah, you're running out of
Might do
time.
that. We might do that this next weekend or tomorrow or something.
Yeah, we need to do it. Because
Yeah.
also, we need
Yeah, it's coming out soon.
to.
A few game announcements.
Yeah.
People, this one's kind of a mixed bag with people. There's some people say, "Oh, this is cool, not our game," and other ones are like, "Oh, for fuck's sake," and that's Dennis's department.
Yeah.
Lightning Returns Final Fantasy 13 has been announced.
Final Fantasy
Which-
13-3.
Pretty much, that's pretty much it. It's just a really different name, but it's kind of what it is. It's a new installment of the series out in 2013 for Xbox 360 and PlayStation 3. Features open world gameplay and tweaks to Paradigm system. So it was announced there a couple of days ago, and according to the Final Fantasy 25th anniversary presentation in Tokyo. It's the final entry in the Final Fantasy 13 trilogy. It takes into place in the world of Novus Partis. Contains 4 large islands in the game will chronicle the last 13 days of the game's universe. You basically control. Go ahead.
Sorry, was this a planned trilogy? Or did it sell well and they said, hey, let's do a trilogy?
I have no idea. Like, I think 13.2 did pretty well. I think it did sell it did sell a few million
Yeah, I know it
copies.
sold well, so I'm, you know.
And the ending of that was a lot of people were pissed off with. There was that kind of one that kind of split the audience as well. There was people that didn't really like the ending to that game, and there's a lot of people find it very interesting.
Hmm.
I am one in the latter. I actually quite liked the ending too. I was like, ooh, these guys went there with it.
Hmm.
It's like kind of interesting. 'Cause you know, like Final Fantasy 13 or Final Fantasy games, it's going to be all lovey-dovey, kind of, happy ending kind of scenario, whatever. Most cases.
Mhm.
Not with this one. They kind of took a bit of a dark turn.
Oh, that's good. I guess
Bit
that's
of a
good.
spoiler, but I'm not going to say anything, but a bit of a dark turn,
Hmm.
which is good. I'm very much looking forward to this because I enjoyed 13.2 and I want to see more, play more of it, and see what happens with the follow-up here. So do. I know you guys couldn't care less.
Nope,
Nope.
not at all.
Dennis at 13 and got stuck at it and just said, like, fuck this, I can't be ours.
Yeah, I got
I rented 13. I played it for like an hour, and I was like bored out of my mind.
Yeah, I like 13 now, but anything but the story. That's pretty much, I wasn't too fussed on the story whatsoever in that game.
Mhm.
People love it. I do not know why, but it's their opinion. And in conjunction with this announcement, there's a 25th anniversary Ultimate Box Collection announced as well, which apparently I think it's maybe Japan only. Yes. It pretty much contains every single Final Fantasy game, well, except for the sequels. It's pretty much a compilation to feature original PlayStation versions of Final Fantasy 1, 2, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, UMD of 3, of course, it's because that was on PSP. It came out in Japan.
Mhm.
PS2 versions of 10, 11, 12, and PS3 version of 13.
Damn.
So basically, if you are a Final Fantasy addict or really
Freak.
into the Final Fantasy,
Mhm.
yeah, pretty much a freak, yeah. If you're a fanatic of those games or a freak, you can get this. But apparently it's going to cost $450.
Yeah,
Yep.
if it's Japan only, it'll cost even more. So,
Well, that's what the Japan price is. So
yeah.
I don't
Yeah.
think there's anything about a U.S. or Western or European release at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It'll be cool though, but man, it's going to be really... The rest of the story could stay the pace. Yeah, it's going to be interesting indeed. No Final Fantasy 14 now, but it never came out in the PS3 when it was supposed to, but we know how well that game did.
It also comes
It
with
was,
Crystal Artworks art booklet, two-disc soundtrack of select tracks, a code for a special item in Final Fantasy 14, and a small statue of the 25th anniversary logo Moogle. So at least
Yeah,
you're getting
so
more
is
than the games, but still, that's nuts.
Yeah, you get a lot of stuff though anyway, but it's like $450? Like, really?
Like, I'd rather buy a PS4 or Durango.
Yeah. You can pretty much get all of them separate for cheaper.
Hmm.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure.
A lot cheaper, but Yeah, but there is people out there who really were like, oh my god, I want to get this. I don't care. It's $450. I'll get it anyway because they're just really into the. Like I know a guy who really is into Final Fantasy, loves the games, but I think even he said, no, this is a bit too expensive.
Yeah.
Um, but it'll be cool to have though anyway if you're into that though. But no way, pay that much.
No.
But like you're getting a bunch of games anyway. It's better than getting a bunch of games for $450 rather than getting one game,
Mhm.
an old game for $450. Even though some of these ones are old as anyway. Square Enix letting people play their games for free. I don't know what this is about now. So
Yeah, Derek, go ahead.
Apparently, you can play some of their games as of right now. It's Mini Ninjas, Hitman Blood Money, and soon it'll be Lara Croft and the Guardian of Light, as well as Tomb Raider Underworld, using Square's new Core Online service. But there's a catch. You have to watch ads while you're playing the game. Like every ad you watch, you can play the game for 10 minutes.
Oh, so basically in other words, you're gonna play a game and you get into a thing and all of a sudden an ad comes up every 10 minutes and then you have to watch another ad and then you get another 10 minutes of gameplay, I presume.
Yep. And apparently you can add up to the ads you watch. So if you watch like 6 ads at once, you can play for 60 minutes. But then and again, you have to still watch more ads after that. But of course, if you want to
Yeah.
skip the ads, you can directly purchase the level or the full game.
Well, why just do that then? Like
Yeah.
that's
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
so you're just better off doing that then. Like I know some people might be, a bit scrounged for cash now. But like some of these games you can probably get for cheap nowadays, like Mini Ninjas, you can get that for pretty cheap, and some of these other ones, like they're pretty old games at
Yeah.
this point.
Well, yeah, you definitely can.
You can just rather just get them for cheap rather than like fuck ads. Like there's people that hate ads, especially when you're watching videos on YouTube and that
Oh,
there.
fuck, yeah. Yep.
Especially concerning the fact some of these ones have ads and it's all of a sudden just a guy, hello, this is someone for like talking 5 minutes,
Yeah.
showing games or something like that. To me is just fucking stupid.
Mm.
Or once you pretty much want to get like money off YouTube for what, basically putting no effort into their videos whatsoever. Fuck
I'd be
that.
ready to pay a subscription not to see ads on YouTube, honestly.
Yeah, you never know. That could happen in the future.
Yeah.
Zombie survival game State of Decay. You can go with the start because me and Dad, I don't think I've no
I have
idea
no
what
idea
this
what
is.
that is.
Did you watch that trailer?
No, I
Nope.
didn't have time. Sorry. What is it?
What is this? It's a new game coming out. It's like a zombie third-person survival game. It's going to be released on Xbox Live Arcade and PC. Looks pretty good. You should probably watch it. I put a link in there for the
Yeah.
YouTube trailer. You should watch it.
Get it out now.
It seems kind of cool. There's actually another trailer that shows you like have a farm and you can like work on your homestead and stuff, kind of like that Skyrim Hearthfire DLC.
Okay, yeah.
But it seems
Yeah,
kind of neat.
yeah, it looks pretty good. You gotta be stealthy and all that. Okay.
Of course, everybody hates zombies because there's zombies in everything nowadays. But
Yeah.
this looks like an open
Okay.
world, kind of like DayZ, I guess, or maybe like Dead Island, sort of.
It looks a little bit like Left 4 Dead. Like you can shoot zombies and all that. That's what I'm looking at in the trailer right now. So
Yeah, I don't know if there's co-op or anything like that, but you can drive around cars too and stuff, kind of like. I don't know. It looks like it could be what what I always wanted from Dead Rising, which is I just want to run around and kill zombies with crazy shit. I don't
yeah,
want to deal with any time limit or anything.
yeah, agreed. I agree with you.
Yeah, 'cause that's the one thing I didn't really like about Dead Rising. Because it was fun to go around and kill zombies and that there, but the stupid things, like,
Actually-
especially when you had, like, certain deadlines of, like, you had to rescue so-and-so, but you couldn't do it in time because you couldn't do everything in the one playthrough.
Right.
Like, you only could do certain things during a playthrough and had to do certain things, like, multiple times.
hmm
Yeah, I didn't
Yeah,
like
that was
that
my
about.
biggest problem with that game.
I never finished one because that pissed me off. I said,
Yeah, I didn't finish one
Yes.
either.
Plus the save system sucked
Yep.
balls.
Yep. That's one huge problem I had with the game.
I did finish one, and it wasn't worth it. Like, I always go on about this and elsewhere, but I think I fucking hit the ending of that game sucked balls. The true ending's like, what the, like, I fucking went through all that for that shit for wall of text. It's like, Jesus Christ, we're going back to the fucking Stone Age here, going back to Nintendo.
Yep.
And games like that now, where had like you pretty much the ending of it was like a wall of text, like saying, congratulations, you beat this game, well done. But it's just pretty much a wall of text, pretty much showing like what happened, and that was
Going
it
back to
afterwards.
16-bit games.
Yeah, it was crap. It wasn't officially announced now, because like someone put the news story here, it was announced. This was announced back in E3, so it was. But the
Nice.
date of it is actually coming to 2013, and that is Dead Island Riptide. So the release date, I believe, was announced not too long ago, but the actual game was announced back in E3.
Well,
So it's basically
they're saying it's 2013, and you can import your character in this game, in the new game.
Okay.
And also it takes place on another island in that same series of islands. What the hell? What was that place called again?
I have no idea.
Archipelago.
Okay.
I forget what the name of it was called.
But so yeah, those are just some more details. I didn't know there was another Dead Island game.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, it was announced at E3, so it was around E3 week though, but this is pretty much confirmation of when it's coming out and things like that to follow up, and had both new weather effects like flooding as well as general updates to the game's engine. The game takes place on another island of the archipelago depicted in the original game, so. I never finished the first one. I think you did.
I did.
Yeah, so I have to get on it if I want to play through this one, but I don't think I'll get it at
The game
launch.
gets worse as you go on. Like the first
Oh, yeah.
the first area is the best. Like the beach area.
I agree. I actually agree with that there. The city stuff was alright though, but the jungle, I do not like the jungle because it's too fucking big, and the fact is you have to walk. Like there's not enough vehicles about. You have to walk forever to get to certain locations.
Yep. I mean the further along you get in the game, the worse it gets. Really.
Yeah.
Like it doesn't get better, it gets like worse. And the sewer parts of the first Dead Island. Fucking hell.
Yeah.
That was horrible. It was horrible.
Yeah, so that's coming out in 2013. Will you guys be picking it up?
I don't know. I'll see. If it stays on the island, probably. If it goes everywhere like the first game, I'm not sure.
Yeah. Transformer Legends mobile game. Derek, you go ahead.
At PAX Prime, they had, which is going on right now. I think today's the last day.
Yep.
They were showing off a new mobile game called Transformers Legends. It's a card battling game, kind of like, Magic the Gathering or Pokemon or whatever. And it uses, well, the nice thing is that it's using like Generation 1 style Transformers, not like the shitty Michael Bay stuff or any of the newer, cartoons or anything. It's like, it's not G1, but it's really close. Like, I don't know if you guys are looking at the story, but, like Blaster, he looks totally like Blaster from the original series. Smokescreen is a little different. It's kind of like updated. You see Grimlock there in his dinosaur mode. It looks very close to the original Grimlock, so it looks really cool as far as the art goes. I'm not really sure how the gameplay is going to be, but it's similar to those free-to-play mobile games where you can buy special cards and stuff like that. So I'm kind of excited just because there isn't really anything that's G1 style, anything as far as the game goes. There's the one. There's like that way back on the Nintendo. There's that one Legend of Rodimus or Ultra Convoy or something where you play as. I think he plays Ultra Magnus, but it's like really shitty. And then there's that Transformers Tatakai game on PS2, which I do have, and actually is entirely in English. That's like the most G1 style game there is. Other than War for Cybertron and Fall for Cybertron are kind of G1 sort of like as far as the style goes, but
well, they're pre-G1, aren't
well,
they?
technically the story-wise, yeah, but they're not. Some of their like some of the robot modes are kind of reminiscent of the Generation 1 style. Definitely not like Michael Bay, where it's just like needless detail everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm excited just to try it out at the very least, But
No, that's good to know. Like I've seen it here, apparently it's free as well.
yeah, yep.
So
iOS and Android, it's coming out. How did they say a release date? I don't think so.
no, I
Must be
don't think
soon
they
because
have.
they have
So
there's like a beta that they're playing at PAX. So
yeah, this should be good anyway. If it's free though, but it'll probably be seen like one of those maybe free things, and like if you want to get more cards or something, you probably like you know buy like these packs or something later down the line when there's like
yeah,
more
I
of them
think so.
available, I guess. Yeah. So, but heck, it's free though, so that's all right by my watch. Wherever way you look at it. Big news that came out, I think it was yesterday,
Mm-hmm.
or not, a couple of days ago, but like there was a trailer for a certain big game was shown, like last night here though, but looks like during the day elsewhere, like in the States and that there, and that is Metal Gear Solid Ground Zeroes, which is the new game in the long-running Metal Gear series, and apparently it's a prologue to Metal Gear Solid 5, and it's apparently coming to Xbox 360, PC, and PS3. But for those ones who've looked at the trailer, I've seen the trailer, Derek seen the trailer, Dan's seen the trailer. If that's like the game had to be running on a high-end PC.
Yep.
That's all I have to say.
Yep. No way that's Xbox.
And
No way.
no, it's pretty much the equivalent of the Watch Dogs demo at E3, and now apparently that's coming out on current generation systems as well.
Mm-hmm.
So basically,
It says it can also
people would,
scale for next-gen platforms in the news story I'm looking at.
yeah.
So,
So in other words, it's pretty much going to be quite interesting indeed. Now, so what are your thoughts on the trailer?
Who, me?
Well, anyway, go ahead.
Go ahead, Derek.
I mean, it was neat. It was kind of like watching a movie until you got to the actual gameplay footage. And I didn't know it was open world until you said that when I was talking to you earlier, because it doesn't really look like it in the trailer. It just looks like you climb up on this big cliff and then you're, sneaking around in this camp and then you call a helicopter in and fly off, and it doesn't really explain it. But if it's open
Yeah,
world,
but
that could be really cool. Although I don't really know how that's going to work if you're going to call in a helicopter and you're supposed to be stealthy. Like, people are going to see you. People are going to see the big flare and the helicopter landing.
yeah, I guess. But they might be going towards a bit more of the action right as well, because the fourth one was kind of catered to both action and more stealth though. So if you want to go around stealth, you can do that. But if you want to go guns blazing out there, you could do that as well with no like big problems either.
Yeah.
So they might be like doing that for like both sides of the equation now. Like I personally loved 4. I thought I loved 4, and this did look fantastic now, the trailer though. But I just have to say, that's running on a high-end PC, and it's not going to look nowhere near as good as that on the PS3 or 360. If it's on next generation consoles, perhaps, but definitely not this generation. What are your thoughts, Dennis?
Well, the trailer, as you said, looks pretty awesome. And as you said, that's nowhere near being Xbox 360 or PlayStation 3, PC probably. But yeah, I played and I finished 4. Really enjoyed it. That's the only Metal Gear game I've ever played. So I played that one, enjoyed it a whole lot. And yeah, I'm looking forward to see what they do with this one, this Ground Zeroes. Don't know how they're going to do the open world, but we'll see. I don't know if it'll be open world a la GTA, or it'll be open world like a little bit more closed in open world. I don't know.
Yeah, like sort of like Dead Island or something
Yeah.
along those lines now. Yeah.
Don't know.
Like I don't know if I should. I don't know if you'd be interested in checking out the other games in the series now. But if you are in a way, you should get the Metal Gear collection on 360 or PS3 and try play 2. But then again, 2 is kind of one of those hard ones now. Like It's good though. I enjoy it though, but there's just some long, monotonous cutscenes in that game.
Okay.
There really is. But like, if you survived 4, you should be fine with 2. But
Yeah.
2, like two storyline wise, it does get a bit fucking freaky.
Hmm.
Like especially towards the end when everything gets crazy shit. It's just like, what the fuck's going on now?
Yeah.
But I never finished 3 now, but apparently 3's the best one for a lot of people.
Mhm.
A lot of people love 3, which is the prequel.
Okay.
And there's Peace Walkers on that collection as well, which is like a follow-up to 3.
Mhm.
With you play what we play as Big Boss there, and then it's like co-op as well. So it's cool.
Okay.
But anyway, it's coming out. It'll probably be coming out. I'll say 2014 at the earliest. I'll say it'll probably come out.
Yeah, probably.
Because you know they show the Metal Gear Solid games for like a couple of years in advance.
Hmm.
And there's a Metal Gear Solid movie was announced as well.
Yep.
Which is interesting, and probably people saying about fucking time. And apparently Avi Arad is on it. Isn't that correct, Dennis?
Yeah. Yeah. Apparently, supposed to be produced by Avi Arad, who's done a ton of Marvel movies: Iron Man, Spider-Man, Spider-Man 2, X-Men, The Amazing Spider-Man. He's produced those. He's also produced video games. Like he produced the very first, Mass Effect. It says Mass Effect. I don't know which one it is, but probably all of the entire Mass Effect series, I'm guessing. A couple of other video games also. But he also produced such wonderful titles as Fantastic Four: Rise of the Silver Surfer, Ghost Rider, Elektra, Blade Trinity, and those types of movies, which weren't X-Men 3 Last Stand, which was fucking horrible. And
Which has shocked you when I said I liked that film,
Yeah,
but Derek just
like,
went,
what
oh god.
but yeah, he's been
I'm not.
a couple of other stinkers, but he's got a couple of good ones in there. So it's like 50-50 stinkers and good movies, so we don't really know what to expect with the Metal Gear Solid movie.
What's a video game maybe, so it's bound to suck.
Yeah, well, it depends. You know, I mean, there's a couple of video game movies which were pretty good. Like, I don't know if you guys seen The Prince of Persia.
Yes, I seen it.
That was pretty good.
Nope.
Yeah,
Actually,
it was decent enough now. The first Mortal Kombat, I think,
Yeah.
is like pretty watchable as well.
It's watchable.
The second one, on the other hand,
Oh.
hell no.
Well, the first one was a little ridiculous, but you know, it fitted with the video game universe. But the second one was like, what the fuck? So yeah,
It's god
Yeah.
awful.
we'll just have to wait and see.
And Street Fighter, oh boy.
Yeah, we could go on and on with all the bad and good video games.
Kylie Minogue's Kami, oh my goodness.
Yeah. Yeah, well, you know, the worst I think in that movie was Zangief.
Alright.
So hey, who knows? Who knows how it's going to turn out? Maybe it's going to be another Max Payne. Maybe it's going to be a good movie. Who knows? We'll just have to wait.
Yeah, it's going to be interesting indeed. Jesus, we're going long enough here with the fucking news, and I think everyone's bored to death now.
Yeah.
I have to go stay.
Well, news
Yeah.
this week, so
Yeah. Try to make it short and sweet next time.
Yeah.
We should. Just basically finally before I go move on now, it's basically Torchlight 2 was announced. It's coming out on the 20th of September.
Yep.
It was announced there in PAX Prime,
it's going to be cool.
so about fucking
Yeah.
time.
I'll be busy playing Borderlands 2.
Yeah. good call, our Runic Games for that.
Yeah, they should have
Yeah.
released it like, a few weeks ago.
Yeah, they should have released it during the summer like they intended. But some people say, oh, it's still the summer. It's summer for developers. It's still the summertime. No, it's not. It's autumn. I don't care. Autumn is September.
Yeah.
I thought it was going to come out sometime maybe July or something because it's like it was basically summer 2012 forever.
Yeah.
Like, oh, well, yeah, we'll just announce the fucking release date on the last day of August. It's like, geez, that's good.
No, we'll play it when everything dies down after Christmas.
Yeah, I'll pretty much will be it then.
Yeah.
Then again, I'll probably start playing it during October now because there's nothing else. Like, Borderlands 2 is probably the only game I'll be playing till, like, for a good while anyway.
Mhm.
Anyway, that's enough of the news. We're going on fucking nearly an hour here now.
Enough is
So enough is enough. It's time for a
yeah.
change. Games we've been playing. Who wants to go first?
I don't care. Anybody. They
I went first last week, so
let Derek go
Derek,
first. Yeah, he only has one, so.
yeah, we have one because we're talking about a certain game we've all been playing. That'll be our main topic this week. So we'll talk about it at length. So go ahead, Derek.
Okay, well, the only other game I've been playing is Darksiders 2, and I'm at about 32 hours in now. I'm at the very, very end of the game. I'm at the point of no return. So I could go and beat it at any time if I wanted to, but I'm going to try and mop up some of the collectibles and collectibles achievements before I do that, and then I guess we'll see how I feel about New Game Plus right after that. The nice thing is about New Game Plus is that you carry over your items and your level. So if you get all the collectibles and then you get the item, there's like a legendary item for pretty much every collectible thing there is. You carry that over into the new game, so you don't have to do the collectibles again if you don't want to. But of course, they're still there. So I'm contemplating that. I mean, I'll probably do it just because it'll be easier than starting from scratch all over. However, finding the few, like I'm missing only six Book of the Dead pages. I'm missing for like the stones. I'm missing 4 of like the blue ones.
The mystic ones, I
So,
think.
yeah, I think so. Like 6 or so of the yellow ones, and then maybe 5 or 4 of the red ones. So I've got, a lot of them. The problem is figuring out where are the ones that I'm missing.
I've not even picked up any of the resistant ones yet. I'm on Act 3 now, and I haven't even counted any of the resistant ones whatsoever. I've got about a bunch of the mystic ones and a bunch of the power ones, but I haven't even counted any of the resistant ones yet. I haven't even seen any of them.
Now, have you noticed that they do make a noise when you're near one, like kind of like a ringing? Because I mentioned that to you earlier.
I think there was one when I was in the City of the Dead, and I heard a little strange, like, something like that. I've seen that. What you meant?
It's like a ringing noise. You definitely, when you're near one, you'll definitely recognize it. It's different enough.
Right.
But yeah, sometimes they are pretty tricky. Even when you can hear one, which I do, quite a bit. I sit here and turning the camera around constantly, trying to figure out where the damn thing is, and sometimes it's a little tricky. And then occasionally I'll be just looking around a level and I'll see one off in the distance. I'll just shoot it with my, with the redemption gun, and that's that. So yeah, it's gonna be difficult to find the ones that I'm missing. That's for sure. But I mean, I really like the game a lot. I like it a lot more than I thought I would. Because I was kind of on the fence about it. Like I wasn't sure if I was going to get it or not. Because I did play the first game, and I liked it, but I didn't really know what to expect with this game. But I'm glad I picked it up. I think it's probably my favorite game of this year. I think so far.
Really beat up.
Even more than Diablo 3?
I think so. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. It's probably up there as well with me though, because like I'm personally loving. Like I just finished Act 2. I'm on the last act now on Lost Light though, and I'll pretty much be doing the same thing. Once I get to the point of no return, I'll pretty much go up and mop up with the collectibles and side quests and things like that, and still have to do like the Soul Arbiter's Maze. I have to done the first level of it though, but I have to do the other ones. I forget how many. I don't even know how many I've got of them. Because it doesn't tell you.
There's 10 levels in the maze, and if you do the secrets, there's actually 20 total.
Yeah. But like I could just look up the guide and tell you where to go.
Yeah, actually, I have like almost all the scrolls. I think I'm only missing like 1 or 2.
All right. Yeah. I think I've got about at least 10 overall. I have anyway.
I found that to be harder than the Crucible because I did run into the Crucible just to see what it was like, and I did the first 25 levels, and that was pretty easy except for the last maybe a couple levels where it's like Gorewood, twice. Like once by himself, you need to fight him, and then along with like two of those huge construct. I don't remember what the heck.
Oh, the construct champions or whatever.
Yeah.
Those ones with the fucking little spinny blades
Yep.
or whatever.
Yeah.
Oh, great.
That was a little tricky, but it's not. I have a scythe that has health steal and health regen. So like every time I hit an enemy, I gain health back. So it's pretty easy to gain health and.
Fucking jammy bastard. I only have one that I have my secondary weapon, which pretty much every time I kill an enemy I get like health though, but I don't have one like if every time you hit one you get
Don't
health.
you have those echidna claws or whatever?
Oh yeah, I
You
still
get
have
a
them, yeah.
boatload of health with those when you hit enemies. You don't have to kill them with that.
Oh right, okay, I got that.
Because
Yeah,
I was
that's right.
using that
That's
for
okay,
a long
that's
time, and then I got the once you beat the Soul Arbiter, you get this huge ice mace, and it's like fucking powerful as hell. So I switched to that, and I can take down enemies pretty quick with that. The problem is it's slow, and I don't, sometimes you can get hit, but it's pretty easy to get health back with my scythe if I need to. And then of course I'm going as the necromancer build, so I have I summon like the murder of crows and the ghouls constantly, and they also gain health back for you, and wrath and reaper energy. So it's I get my wrath is like it regenerates pretty quick. Reaper energy still takes quite a little bit, but save that up for whenever I'm in a boss fight or something.
yeah. I just tend to I think I've just gone for more of the physical attacks now because I find them more helpful than the ones that like the necromancer stuff. Because like I use attacks there like the teleport attack as well. You that sometimes get a bit of health and things like that now. So
I tried that and I was like, I don't like this teleport attack, so I switched to the ghouls and I tried that and I like that, so I kind of stuck with it.
yeah.
I do have that harvest one though, where it's like a big swing, like a side swing all around you. That's very helpful sometimes when you're surrounded and you can take.
Yeah, I use that
I
sometimes
have that
as
one
well,
buffed
especially
to 3
against
levels, although I don't have any of the additional things on that one.
yeah, I've kind of been doing that like out of few levels of some of them ones, and then kind of put some on the stat builds on the other sides, like to give you more damage or emulation of the teleport slash and things like that now.
Yep. I'm level 22 or 23 now. And I read that you cannot get any more experience points once you get to level 22 or 23. And I also read that there's no point in doing the Crucible until the New Game Plus because you have to be level 30 to be able to survive the last 25 levels. So you might as well not even bother unless.
I'm level 17 at the moment, so I am, and I got my ass kicked in the Crucible like wave 4.
Wave 4?
Because the fact is, the enemies because I'm playing on apocalyptic
yeah,
difficulty,
right.
hence why it's like those construct champion ones, but every time you get hit by them fucking blade things, I lose about 200 plus health.
Yeah.
Easily.
Well, yeah, you definitely need to
So,
use an item that will steal health for you. You're gonna need that.
yeah, I definitely need to get it. Did you beat the last? I assume you beat the last the disposed king then.
Is he the Soul Arbiter dude?
No, it's those 4 monsters that you had to fight for Thane.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's like the one was in the ice, like this big fucking thing was in the ice and then it breaks open. Yeah. I actually went with him like earlier on, like Journey was doing the Land of the Dead, pretty much hit it and like pretty much every time he hit me it was like fucking half my health went. Pretty much would kill me in like 2 hits and that was it. I was like, yep, I'm going back here when I level up a bit more.
Yeah, that's the guy that has that big mace that you get. Yeah, that's right. That's not the Soul Arbiter.
Oh, that okay.
Yeah, so.
What level did you do him on? Do you know?
Probably like 18 or 19, I think.
Okay.
But at that point, I was using those echidna claws, and I regained health a lot.
Yeah, I might use them actually then for a change. Like I just got a new I used possessed mace. I was using this possessed gear for a while, which is great. But I got a possessed mace and just sort of put stuff in it because it was a bit more powerful in terms of damage and that there. And I've gotten like frost damage and health critical and health per kill as well there. So
Yeah, the sides I have are shock damage, and then I also got health steal and health regen. That's really cool. They're possessed too, so I put all that stuff on there myself. But
yeah,
it took a long time to get some more possessed sides. Like I had one like right at the very beginning, and then only at level 19 did I get another set of possessed sides. So
I've gotten like 2 or 3 possessed side stuff and a few of the possessed
I've got
secondary weapons as well. So I've got a good chunk of them though throughout my playthrough thus
yeah,
far.
I've got a bunch of the secondary possessed items, which they're okay, but I'd rather have some more possessed sides.
Yeah, I think I'm using possessed sides at the moment now. But yeah, great game,
So
awesome
yeah,
game.
guys,
Me and
really
Dag, we
like it,
know.
and I'm not really looking forward to doing all the collectible stuff just because it's kind of tedious. But I figure it'll be good for my New Game Plus run. So
I'm probably not even going to bother doing with those stones. I'll probably just try to look for the. I think I've gotten all. I think I got all the pages in the Land of the Dead now because I got 12. I've got like 3 out of 10 for the 3rd page. So I've got. I think there was only 12 in that Land of the Dead. I think there was 15 in the first area, 12 in the next area, and then there's like 13 in the last 2 areas. Then.
yeah, it'd be nice if they told you
So
like
I've got.
which areas you have. Like say you have
Yeah.
5 of the 15 in the first area or whatever, but they don't.
Yeah. No, you pretty much have to go online. Yeah, I got all of them in the Land of the Dead now because I found the last one there in City of the Dead. So I did.
Yeah, those death tombs are pretty cool because you get like a whole bunch of stuff.
Yeah, I have to go back there and unlock that one. I know where it is now. Anyway, it's in the Disposed King lair. I know where it is now.
Well, you'll see the third one right away in the Lost Light, and then the next one after that you'll see right away too. So those aren't hard.
Okay.
All
Okay.
right,
Okay.
well, that's it other than another game, but I guess we'll get to that later, unless you want to talk about it now.
Yeah. No, we'll get to it later though. Don't worry. We both have we have a lot of thoughts on that game. So we
Okay.
will. So anyway, Dennis, go
Yes.
ahead.
Okay.
Dennis has just been quiet there.
No.
Yep, I just let you
I was
go
listening to
on.
you guys. Been playing. I actually finished Sleeping Dogs. Fucking awesome game. Quite possibly my favorite game of the year. Yes, beating out Diablo 3 also. So, very, very much enjoyed this game. One thing I can say though, if you do everything in the game, like if you pick up all the health shrines and you pick up all the Jade statues and all that, you are very, very overpowered for the final boss.
You're pretty much invincible.
Yeah, I like breezed through the final section of the game. Like it was really easy. Like I mean, I didn't die once or anything like that. I got down to like half health maybe, but never really was threatened in any way. So if you get everything, if you power up your guy, like I did everything, like Jade statues as I said, and the health shrines, pretty much before I went to the final missions, I got everything done. So it's a piece of cake. It's really a piece of cake. So, and there's no difficulty levels. So I mean, it's not like I played on easy or anything, but it's really a piece of cake. The ending is sadly lackluster. Like the very final part is kind of but
Yeah, it's fortunately in certain cases like you really enjoyed the game throughout though, and all of a sudden kind of a bit of a meh
yeah, it's not
ending.
horrible. It's not GTA 4 type ending, which I fucking hated, but it's still kind of lackluster after everything you did and everything that happens to you, like in the couple final missions, which are pretty gruesome and pretty awesome, which I thought. But anyway, you'll see when you get there.
Is it better than the LA Noir ending?
What was the LA Noir ending again? I can't remember.
Okay, never mind. Did you play LA Noir, Derek?
Nope. Didn't have any interest in it.
Okay, so
Okay, well,
no.
I guess we can talk about it. People haven't
Yeah, spoilers here, people. Just if you haven't played it in a while, we're going to talk about the ending
3
here.
minutes. No.
Yeah, basically we know like the main character
Oh yeah,
dies.
yeah, that's right. Yeah, he's in the sewer and he gets washed away by the water, right?
Yeah, I think that's what happens. I forget what. Yeah, something like that. Yeah, and then basically the flipping one of the partner in the
Yeah, yeah.
vice
Sure.
pretty much reads out like is at your funeral and he reads out like the eulogy
Mhm.
or whatever. I hated that 'cause I fucking hated that character with a
I
passion.
think it was a bad
He was,
ending actually. I,
I didn't like it. I thought it was a meh ending there. I just didn't really like that ending.
but nonetheless, Sleeping Dogs. I didn't do everything. I don't have all the lock boxes. I have a lot of them, but I don't have all of them. Might go back and do that. I haven't done the races. I've done maybe 2 or 3, but I'm not open world games that had races in them don't appeal to me at all. So I don't know if I'll go back and do those, but all of the rest, everything else, I've done to 100%. I have everything. Bought all the clothes in the games, bought all the cars. So I pretty much have everything now. So and it's very easy to get money in the game. I think I was at 3.5 million when I finished. So yeah, it's an awesome game. I really hope there's a sequel. It kind of ends in a way that it leaves it open to a sequel. So I really hope there's one because I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed the game. And once again, awesome looking game. Freaking awesome looking game. I think me and Darren were talking about it again yesterday. And when it rains in the game and you see the asphalt gets wet and it's like a slick surface and all that, looks fucking
Yeah, just
fun.
looks damn
Yeah.
good.
So very surprising. I guess that's my surprise game of the year, along with Binary Domain. I guess those are two surprisingly great games that I really enjoyed. So very happy about that. Very happy I played this game.
Syndicate would probably be one of my ones. I was surprised at how
Yeah,
much I
Syndicate
liked.
was pretty good. That came out this year or last year? This year,
No, it came out in
February.
February this
Okay,
year.
complete.
I need to pick it up though to get to play the co-op.
Yeah, it's a very good game. Syndicate is also very good. A little bit the end boss is a little frustrating, but Derek was a lucky guy that
Yeah, he
his
glitched and just sat there.
so yeah, it's a little frustrating, but very good game. I also played Shock and Horror and Surprise Madden NFL 13, which I hadn't played a Madden game since '07, but I didn't really play '07. I just put it in my Xbox, simulated.
You just put it in your Xbox, that's it.
I simulated the season because in '07 you could get a ton of achievements just by simulating
Oh, jeez.
season. But you remember back in '07, Xbox just came out and everybody was freaking out for the
For cheap.
achievements. That
Yeah.
I actually went out and bought it for very cheap, put it in the Xbox, simulated a season. I think I had 850 points by simulating.
Oh, God. That's funny.
I didn't actually play that one, but I played
Okay, so what's the last one you actually played? Like 95? That's for me. 95 is the last time I played Madden.
the last NFL game I played. I think was Tecmo Bowl. Don't even you can license that as an NFL game. I get. Yeah, I am not a big fan of football, so that's pretty much the last football game I played. Played some Madden NFL 13. They have a new engine in the game, like collision detection engine, and
It's shit, right?
it looks fucking dumb. I mean, it's really if you guys watch the Giant Bomb Quick Look about the
Mhm.
game, my God, it's just players tripping over each other and
Yeah, see, not
it's
the
like
clip of it.
the guy, the play is over. The guy just is on the ground with the ball, and some guy just walks over him and just trips over him for no fucking reason. He just over the guy. I'm like, this happened to me in a game I was playing. There was like a pileup, and guys kept falling over. The plane was over. Yep. The guys just kept falling over each other. I was like, what the fuck is this? And it's really bad. The new engine is really bad. I mean, the game itself is okay, but the engine really ruins the game completely for me. I'm not a big
Sounds
fan.
like it's awesome and it's just hilarious
Eh,
to watch.
Yeah, if you yeah, if you just want to
Yeah.
laugh, go get
It
play
is,
it
it
or
is
something.
hilarious. I mean, it's funny. You see guys falling all over everywhere, and the slow motion when they put the play, like every play goes into slow motion afterwards. It just looks fucking ridiculous. In regular speed, I guess it looks all right, but when it's in slow motion, like the ball magnetizes to the guy's hands and all sorts of stuff like that, it's not very well made. And I can't believe, like EA Sports does FIFA, they do NHL, and those games are pretty fucking awesome. I mean, everything has good detail. The engines look very good and all that. I can't believe that the Madden games don't get the same treatment because those games sell a whole lot. I mean, I think they sold 1 million copies in the first day or something.
Yeah, it doesn't really matter though if it's a load of shit though. People will go out and buy them though because most people just buy Madden NFL every
Yep.
year. Like they don't buy much else
Yeah.
pretty
Yeah,
much.
that's one of my coworkers. He does that for NCAA, but same idea.
But it's kind of weird. I know Madden doesn't have any competition compared to NHL and FIFA, who have their own separate competition. Well, not really NHL because that NHL 2K game, fuck, that's horrible. But
Yeah, Pro Evolution Soccer used to be kind of the main game. Like a lot of people really enjoyed it, but it's kind of fallen on hard times over the last few years, and FIFA's kind of retained its
yeah,
crown.
FIFA I think got better in years.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's gotten better since like '09. It's kind of improved again. '08,
And for
'09.
Madden, they probably say, "Oh, we don't need to do anything better. People will pick it up anyway." So it's like Call of Duty. So anyway, I did sort of enjoy my time with it. I mean, I would go out and pay $60 to buy it, but it's some hilarious stuff. So, play with it. And I guess if you like football, get it. But I'm not a big fan, so definitely not. I was thinking of getting it, but changed my mind. Other game I played was Rock Band Blitz, which came out on Xbox Live Arcade this week. And for those of you who know me, I am a huge Rock Band fan. So um, I have all the games, and I calculated my songs, 215 songs that I downloaded from Rock Band. So
That's nothing.
How many are there?
there's probably thousands.
Couple
Oh,
of
okay.
thousand, I presume, at this
Yeah,
point.
I downloaded 200 something songs from Rock Band, so I have a whole lot of them. The game itself, it's a little bit like Audio Surf and what's the other game?
Frequency or something like that?
Amplitude and frequency, like the old harmonics games.
It's a little bit like that. It's not like the other Rock Band games. You don't play with a guitar or anything. You play with your controller, and like you go between each and every instrument, like from the drums to guitar to bass and you play the game just by tapping on. You try to follow the notes, tapping on your. Well, it depends on how you play. If you tap on your triggers or with your joysticks or whatever. But yeah, I guess it's all right. It's a little bit hard to follow. Sometimes it's pretty tough because like they put the highest difficulty uh, when you play the game. Like when you get to if you play an Iron Maiden song and you get to a solo somewhere and you're like, "Oh," you're tapping the freaking buttons trying to follow the guitar solos or whatever. It's pretty tough. It's a pretty tough game, but it's kind of fun. The set list is, I guess, pretty good. That they give you with the game. There's like 25 songs, I think, and it's 1,200 points, so that's $15 for 25 songs. That's a pretty good value. And you can play those songs in Rock Band 3, so that's great. Also, you can also play your all your Rock Band songs except 3 in the game. So all your DLC, Rock Band 1, Rock Band 2, and all that. I guess it's a pretty good game. It's nice to compete against me and Steph to Death. I've been matches. So she beat me a couple of times. I think she beat me all the times that we did a score war. So I was trying to beat her, but she's pretty good at the game. So yeah, it's a pretty good game. I guess it's fun. It's a fun game. I've also been playing with Mr. Darren here. Been playing some Fear 3. We're pretty much at the end of the game, I think.
Yeah, we're on the penultimate
Yep.
mission. So we are. The penultimate
Yep.
interval.
We're at the end. So me and him were talking yesterday, and we're wondering why this game got not a whole lot of critical acclaim, because it's really fun. I think it's a cool game. So, and
It's short though. That's one of the main problems a lot of people have with it. It's not that
pretty
long.
short. It's pretty short. I think we played only twice, and we're at the end.
Yeah, I think we played twice for like maybe an hour. Like I think we played for like what 2 hours yesterday.
Mhm.
I assume 3 hours, and we were like near the end of it. We were in mission 3 when we started playing
Mhm.
again, and then like we played 2-3 hours later, and we're on mission 7 now.
Yeah.
So yeah,
And we
pretty
did
short
die a
game.
couple of times. So.
Yeah, like but not much. I think it was like 2 or 3 times
Mhm.
tops.
So I think it's a very enjoyable game. I really enjoy it. I think the entire
Yeah,
Fear collection is pretty cool, in my opinion. So
yeah, I enjoyed it myself though. I think it's a good game now. It's just very fun. I never get sick of the slow mo or anything like that now. When you just slow them down, just basically shoot them in the head and just make and just make like the blood splatters everywhere, and like they just fall over in slow motion, and just
that
never
never
gets old.
especially with the shotgun. When they
Yeah,
kill you in little bits, that never gets old. So really enjoyable game. Pretty much at the end of that one. And one other game that we'll be talking about in a little bit here after Darren goes through his games he's been playing. So Darren.
yeah. I won't go long here. Rock Band Unplugged's kind of similar as well to Rock Band Blitz. So if you've ever played that on the PSP, it's pretty
Mhm.
similar as well. That didn't do very good because I think they just like threw out a few DLC packs for it and then just pretty much stopped
I think
supporting it.
Blitz is going to do much better, because I've seen a lot of people, like when you look at the leaderboards, there's a lot of people playing that game, so they'll do much
Yeah,
better.
but it was kind of like kind of marketed well. It's like a lot of people were looking forward to this, so because it kind of was been around for a while though anyway. So it was like I haven't picked it up yet though, but I might get it when it's on sale, and don't really have any interest in getting it at the moment now. So that's you done then, I presume. Yes, so I will go now. Already talked about Darksiders 2 with Derek, so I have. Still absolutely loving that game. It's at the third act now, so I just entered Lost Light, which is like one of the final areas in the game now, so I'm very much enjoying it now. As I said before, I'm playing on apocalyptic difficulty, so there's been a few points in the game that kind of have annoyed me though, but most of the bosses I've kind of beaten with one go. Like I beat the Wailing Host in one go, mainly because the fact is that certain points when he went down back to his like portal lad, his ground, those like undead things came out and pretty much just used my mate like the glaive I ever had, basically kill them and get health back, which pretty much made that fight easy as hell
Why are
then
you
because
playing
of that.
Apocalyptic? That's what I want to know.
Achievements.
You should do that for your New Game Plus.
Yeah, I should have done it though. But I don't know why. I want to do normal because I've always played games in normal. I don't know why. Just something inside of me said, let's go apocalyptic, Darren. And there's a few points in the game though that kind of have regretted doing that. Like I don't even think I can. I don't even think I'm going to get to the Crucible in apocalyptic.
How about the
What the fuck?
Soul Arbiter's maze? That's probably harder, I think.
Yeah. So I'll say next week. I'll let you know next time. Say whether or not I can do that. Like I did the first level, which was easy enough now, but that was just against those fucking the starting area and starting game enemies though, so that was pretty simple to go through. But oh yeah, I did the secret exit for the second one.
They're
So I
mostly
did.
those secrets are mostly not worth it, except for like level 5, I think. There's a legendary item in there, but everything else is just it's a regular treasure chest.
Yeah. Sometimes you might get I might get a few items though. Like got a few good items in the City of the Dead now. Just help me along getting the armor or whatever.
Yeah,
So
every once in a while.
I'm
Yeah.
still but most of the time you get sometimes you get like weapons are a bit lower levels than you. Then you get like level 16 when
Yeah.
you're level
Mhm.
17, and some of them are shit anyway. They're like way below stats. So there's like no point. Yeah, I'm equipping these anyway. Just sell them on or sacrifice them to power up your possessed item. But very much enjoying that. Sleeping Dogs. I played some of it again. No, still not progressed that far. I haven't even gotten to any gunplay missions yet. So that still goes to show how early on I'm in that game. But I met I met Emma Stone's character, Amanda. I did some karaoke.
So you're like as far as I was
What?
when I rented it.
Yeah, I was still haven't. Yeah, I done some of that. I did the two of those martial art, round things.
Dojo.
Like you go through six. Yeah. You go through 6 rounds. I did the one in North Point and I did the one in
Mhm.
Central.
Oh,
So
that I
they're
couldn't
pretty.
even do that. I couldn't finish them. I got my ass kicked. I got to the last
Yeah,
round, but I lost.
they get pretty tricky though because there's a
Mhm.
bunch of them then, and sometimes as well it's like I just get annoyed. The drug bust as well. There was a few of them I tried to do there the other day, and I just got fucking annoyed because every time I fucking try to do one a day, I was like fuck this and load it up to save again.
Yeah, when it
Especially,
Scott,
especially
sorry, when it loads up your saves, you lose all your power ups also. So
right. Especially when the fucking like some of the guys with the fucking weapons are really annoying because sometimes they're hard to counter and they get fucking hit by them and then boom, they just get a bit of your
yeah,
health gone.
you have to practice a lot. You have to
Yeah,
dodge those. So
I got it, but I got a few of the jade statues anyway because they've got the face meter up high enough to get them and the health shrines, so I've been going around getting a few of
yeah.
them as well. But like Dennis said, great game. Very much definitely a lovely looking game if you have the if the graphics card, if you have the specs to play it in all its glory on the
Mhm.
PC. I know it probably doesn't look anywhere near as good on the PS3 or
Mhm.
360. So, um, Fear 3 I already mentioned that we played it together on the last second last mission now. So we might play it tomorrow, I guess, so to finish it off. It won't
No.
take us long. Um, Kingdom Hearts 358 over 2 days. I'm still playing it though, progressing along. Just been playing it during work, and I got recoded for Rent from Love Film, and I'll probably be playing it as well during work sometimes as well. Just probably play them and to and fro. And a game I picked up this week. I don't. It's pretty much fucking impulse buy, pretty much again. It's an MMO, which I'll probably play for all the 5 minutes and then never
Never touch
touch
it
again.
again.
Yeah. But luckily there's no subscription thing, so I don't need to, if I ever want to go back to this, I have to sign up again, pay a month and then just play for like again another 5 minutes and then no bother playing again. It's like, oh yeah, that was a waste of £10 or whatever. So that's Guild Wars 2. Yeah, I got the bug pretty much. It's like, why? I just fucking went and just bought it though. But I bought it for £40. Now got on this site called getgames.com download thing because no way was I going to pay £50 for it, which a lot of places had it for £50 digital,
Mhm.
which is no way because it's like that's over the price. Like Guild Wars had it for £50. The Guild Wars site had it for £50. Green Man Gaming had it for £50, and a few other places had it for £50. We're lucky a few places. That one of them, that site said had it for 40, so I just got it there. I played a couple of hours of it though, and it's pretty good though. It's you're pretty much your typical MMO, fantasy
Mhm.
MMO. But the cool thing is like these event things happening now, and like there's a bunch of players around and pretty much help you do these certain missions though. Like sometimes an event thing comes up and you sort of like defend this point, and then it's like a bunch of players come around and like help to get then they cooperate together and do that mission or whatever, and then you get these bunch of like things at the end to help you like purchase certain things and things like that as well. It's a pretty cool thing. I think there was something like that in Warhammer Online as well. I remember because I played a bit of it a few years ago. But it's a good game. Like the fact is, there's like subscription. It's a good thing is there's no subscription. So that's pretty much the main reason why I tried it out though. And I might go back to it again, like every now and again, to play for a few hours or so. So I don't need to worry about having to pay for it now. I know Andy, who me and Dennis know, has been playing a lot of it though, because he pretty much he loves that series of games. I think he loved the first one. I know that. And that's pretty much all I've been playing, apart from this. But let's actually, before we actually get into that now, let's go with the question of the week response first, and then we can get into the main meat of the podcast, I guess. So, question of the week was, what is your dream remake?
Yeah.
So this is one that was given to us last week by Darren. To our shock and horror when we opened up our email and found question left. So basically, we'll go through through us first. I know Derek left an answer as well on the Facebook, but you can say it here now. Derek, what is your dream remake? What a game would you like to see remade?
Well, that's a pretty tough question. It's something you kind of have to think about. I guess I was trying to think of games that I really loved playing back in the day that I would love to play again now. Updated to today's technology and graphics and sound and everything. And I came up with a few here. First, Descent, which I know is on PC, but I played it on PlayStation 1. That was like one of the very first PlayStation 1 games I ever played. Really love that game. I don't think I ever finished it. I really like the look and the feel of the game. It's like it's first person, but it's even more than first person. It feels like I don't know. It's like it's kind of disorientating at times, just because you're in 3D space and you can move all around, not just left or right. But I think that could be a cool game, updated to today's graphics. Have you guys played Descent?
No.
No, I heard of it though, but I don't think I've ever played it. No.
It's like a sci-fi space shooter. Kind of like, let's see, what I remember. I think it's sort of like, imagine like Doom, but in 3D and in space, and you're fighting, like robots, and I think it's mostly robots.
Okay.
But you have to find keys and stuff to open doors, kind of like Doom. It's kind of like that. I don't know. I really liked it, but of course that was a long time ago since I played that game. So,
yeah, could be shit nowadays if you go back to the way it was.
I don't know.
The way it is now.
I probably should. And Dune 2 on PC, which is one of the very first RTS games, real-time strategy games. I played that all the frickin' time. That was like the one PC game that I had for the PC that we had back in like '95. The first PC we ever got, my parents got. I love that game. I played it all the time. I love, the different houses. You got Atreides and Harkonnen, Ordos, and trying to fight the Emperor. It's so fun. Have you guys played any Dune or Dune 2000? They also made Dune Emperor Battle for Dune. Kind of new.
I've seen the movies, but I didn't play the game.
You're talking to the wrong person. I didn't really grow up with PC games.
Well, neither did I,
so,
but that was like one of the few that I played. Like it was that and like SimCity 2000, and that was pretty much it.
But it's a strategy game as well. So no, you know me with RTS games. I'm not a fan.
So I'd love to see another like just a Dune 2 remake, straight up. Just updated graphics, and that's it. That'd be so cool. Like I don't like playing multiplayer. I mean I don't think that game even has multiplayer, but playing the campaign mode is fun. And lastly, I know probably a lot of people are going to say this, but Final Fantasy VII. So that's like the first RPG game I really played, and it's definitely the first game that got me into RPGs. Unless you count, like, I don't know if you count Zelda as an RPG or not.
Some people do consider Zelda to be an RPG. I don't really think so. I consider it to be more of like an action and adventure game.
Yeah, I think it's more. Yeah, I think it's leaning more towards adventure. But I would
Yeah.
love to see all those cool summon animations and updated graphics. Like Knights of the Round and stuff like that. Um, and like the music, like remastered and orchestrated would be great.
Oh, that'd be
I
awesome.
don't think I would. I don't think I would want it voice acted, but I suppose they could. Maybe if you had the option to turn it off. I don't know. They probably would, because nowadays everything seems to be voice acted.
Mhm.
But I think with that game, like 3D games, like like when 3D first started, like polygons back in PlayStation 1 days, they don't hold up as well as 2D games do nowadays. So I think that game would look so
No.
much better if it was done with modern technology.
Yeah, a lot of people, that game really in the graphics department hasn't aged well
Of
whatsoever.
course, back then it was just amazing, but
Yeah.
Yeah, like all the digitized digital backgrounds and like the 3D polygons and all like the cool MFE sequences
Mhm.
as well.
yeah,
But nowadays, no, that game looks
yeah,
horrible pretty much in that
yeah. It's just like
department.
movies when you watch movies from like the early mid '90s when computer graphics technology was first coming around. Like that stuff doesn't really hold up that well nowadays.
Mhm.
Well, except for Pixar, maybe.
Well, I mean, yeah,
Oh
Pixar,
yeah.
but
Certain case.
the lower budget you get, like the worse it's gonna look.
Yeah,
So
exactly.
that's pretty much it for me. I mean, there's probably other stuff that I could say, but I guess those are my choices.
And what about you, Dennis?
Well, I don't know. This is a very tough question, as Derek said. Um, there's one game I'd like to see. I don't know if remade would be the proper word, but re-released probably. One of my favorite games of all time that came out on the NES. It's River City Ransom. I'd like to
I
see.
almost put that down, but I was like, I kind of like the way it is. So
Yeah, well, yeah, that's what I mean by. I'm not sure if I want it remade, but I'd like to see it like re-released on Xbox Live Arcade or something. I know
yeah,
they can't do that, but I'd like
I was
to.
thinking
I'd like to see it.
if they were gonna remake it, it should be in the style of like No More Heroes or Shadows of the Dam, kind of like what's the word?
Cell shaded?
No, just like the feel of the game, not only just the look.
Hmm.
Alright.
Not serious, not like super serious. Just
Yeah,
kind of like the top, and um, I don't know. It had
yeah.
some like nice humor to it, stuff like that.
You got to keep the barfs and all those
Yeah,
stuff,
exactly. You have to
all
put that.
those
Yeah,
things. Yeah, because it's classic. It's linked to
That
that, so you have to keep that in there for sure. But yeah, River City Ransom, I would love to see it. If it's remade, it has to be remade like it has to be side scrolling. It has to stay side scrolling to me. And you have to be able to go into the sushi shop and all those stuff, all those things you did in the first game. Um, I would love to see somebody go out there and remake it. Uh, that's one of my favorite games of on the NES for sure. So I'd love to see that.
it was called Street Gangs
Street
over
Gangs.
here.
Street Gangs.
Okay.
What is such a generic fucking
Yeah.
name? Yeah, because it came out I got it on the virtual console there a few years back. I don't know if it's ever. I assume it probably came to the North American one now. I
Probably.
don't know. Yeah, but there is sometimes I think you've got certain games that we never got in the virtual console. Probably the same here. We never got didn't get games that we got as well. So, but yeah, I got that though. And I played some of it though. It's a good game. I have to go to that. But that is a very fun
Music is
game though.
awesome.
Like the whole
Yeah. Oh yeah. Music is great.
yeah, the whole barf and thing out there. Oof,
Yeah.
barf. That's like
I
crazy.
think the one game that is a little similar to that is the game they did with oh man, what's the name of the game? Yeah, man, I'll get back to but yeah, that's
Double
the
Dragon. Double
No, not
Dragon?
Double Dragon. Scott Pilgrim. That's the name I was looking for.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Scott Pilgrim looks a little bit like that, a little bit like River City Ransom. If they can do something like Scott Pilgrim turned out to be, but with River City Ransom instead, I think that would be awesome. That would be pretty good. So,
Scott Pilgrim's an
yeah,
awesome game though.
probably try it out.
Yeah, we talked about it there, mentioned like a few weeks ago about the whole online
Yeah,
thing of it. You have to download it. Like I'm still pissed and still
yeah,
annoyed at that. It should have had online when it came out, or at least like put it in for free though. Like now, like I'm not paying for
yeah,
fucking something that really should have been in the game
yeah.
in the
That's
first
ridiculous.
place.
No,
Um, but the guy that is a great game though. It is pretty hard, but it's a great game. I finished it though, but it's a great game. Um, so River City Ransom, yeah, that would be a good one though. Anyway, I never heard of that game until I watched the Flashback NES thing on
okay.
GameSpot. That's the first time I ever heard of it. I was like, "God, this game looks
I
pretty
finished
cool."
that game. I went back and I got everything. I even got the I can't remember what the name of the sword was that you could get in the game.
You get a sword? What?
Is it a sword or something else? I can't remember what it was, but there's like a super secret weapon that's
Huh.
available somewhere in a tunnel somewhere. I can't really remember. This is way back. I believe it's like very, very long time ago.
You could probably just look it up now and say, "Oh, that's
Yeah,
where
I
it
could
is."
probably look it up, but people who played it probably know what I mean. Uh, yeah, so that's my game. I would like to see remade. What about you there?
uh, my favorite game of all time,
Which is?
Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. I would love to see a 3D I'd love to see a 3D remake of it, along the lines of the graphical style of Ocarina of Time on the
Yeah.
3DS. I'd very much love to see. I just love to see a 3D representation of A Link to the Past, which there have been rumors going about though for a while that that they might be doing something along those lines, but I don't know. But I very much would love that. I just that to me would be awesome because I love that game and I just love to see it in a 3D representation, just play like Ocarina of Time and explore the different dungeons in 3D and might be a few little wee changes here and there now as well. I'd absolutely love that if that was the case. Just pretty much like done in the style of Ocarina of Time. Pretty much like the 3D version with a nice graphical upgrade there, and I'll buy that fucking day zero.
You'd buy it before it was released.
Yeah, day one
Yeah.
of course. Yeah, definitely we get that. I'd absolutely love that. There'll probably a few other ones as well. I like the thing though, but that's pretty much the one I'd
Yeah,
want the most.
that's good.
So anyway, go with the responses on Facebook. We got a few
Yeah,
responses,
we got
so
a
go
couple.
ahead.
We didn't get any, I think, on Twitter, right?
Well, I did get one though, but I'm not going to mention it because I already mentioned this to Dennis yesterday though, but I'm not going to say anything more in the situation unless you guys want me to. I might mention it towards at the end of the
Yeah, well,
podcast,
I know
but
the situation,
I'll
but
just
yeah, okay.
yeah, Dennis knows, but Derek doesn't. Let's just say it involves something to do with Twitter
We'll talk. I
anyway.
guess we'll talk
So
about it at the end when we give out our information, I guess, and everything.
yeah.
All right, so yeah, Facebook answers. First of all, my cousin said that he would like to see Burger Time remade. I think there was a remake for Burger Time, if I'm not mistaken.
I
Wasn't
thought
there?
so.
I think there was a remake for Burger Time, but
Yeah, that Burger Time World Tour thing on Xbox Live
yeah,
Arcade.
I think that never
I
sold.
forget. I think that's
Yeah,
called,
like,
but that is a kind of a
like
remake
a
of that game.
3D remake of it. Uh,
Yeah.
Donkey Kong on ColecoVision, which he mentions here. Well, probably Donkey Kong would be on Nintendo probably now because they own, I guess, Donkey Kong.
Yeah.
So he'd like to see Donkey Kong. He'd like to see Wolfenstein 3D remade. I think that was remade not too long ago.
Well, not it really. Wolfenstein 3D remake, but like there's a few things like there was that Return to Castle Wolfenstein, and there's the Wolfenstein game a few years ago in the
Hmm
360. So yeah,
He says also Wing Commander, which I absolutely agree. I would love to see a new Wing Commander game. Love to see that.
yeah. Follow up to like 20 years later, and then they're all old hag. It's like the same crew. It's like Mark Hamill, Ronan Haggard, and Thomas F. Wilson, and not
Well,
there.
I think Thomas F. Wilson doesn't do any acting anymore, but yeah.
Oh, he's
Anyway,
retired, is he?
like Rick Moranis,
Okay.
but who knows? Maybe we could.
But like, when's the last one? When was the last time you heard of him?
I don't know. I really don't know. Probably, I think he did the Wing Commander stuff after he did Back to the Future.
Yeah, Rick Moranis. I think the last thing I seen him in was that flipping that Honey We Shrunk Our Shelves. I think that was the last thing I think I seen him in.
Okay. Well, that's his answers. My friend Pierre, whom I've worked with, he says a good Indiana Jones game like Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade. So I didn't play that one. I don't know. Did you guys play it? Last Crusade?
No.
No, the only Indiana Jones game I played is the Indiana Jones trilogy or Greatest Adventures on the Super Nintendo. It's like basically plays like the Super Star Wars games. So if you're a fan of this, it's because I think it's done by LucasArts as well. So if you enjoyed those games, then you should enjoy that. They pretty much play the same.
Okay.
So that's all I don't have any. That's the only
I
one I ever played of
I
Indiana
think I
Jones.
played the Indiana Jones arcade game at the arcade, if I remember correctly. There was some sort of Indiana Jones game based on the Last Crusade, I think. No, based on the second one, Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. That's the one I played in the arcade. That was pretty good. Pretty rough, but pretty good.
2 and 4 shouldn't count. 1 and 3 are the best ones.
Yeah, 4 definitely does not count. So, and George answers Star Wars Battlefront 2, and he laughs about that answer. So, I don't joke or
Yeah, because there was supposed to be a 3 though, but never saw the light of day. It was
Mhm.
cancelled.
So Battlefront 2, I played that. I remember playing that.
I very much would like to see a follow up to
Yeah,
that game.
that'll be nice.
I like to get it on PC now, but the thing is, I like to get it on PC just to see if it's still like if people still play, because I don't want to buy it then all of a sudden no one still plays it.
Hmm I don't think anybody
Because
plays that, so I don't know.
I have it on Xbox, but the fact is Xbox Live, the original, is down now, so there's no point of it now. We can play the single player
Yeah.
in it, so
Well, those are the answers, I guess, coming from Facebook. No answers on Twitter, so that's it. We're going to post a new question of the week. We did get any emails this week. I think Derek checked, and we didn't get anything.
Nope.
yeah. So back to normal.
And we'll come up with a question. I'll come up with a question probably at the beginning of the
Did we
week.
mention what Darren's remake was, or was that last week we mentioned it?
Well,
in the email.
Yeah, he did. We did mention it though. He mentioned he wanted to see a remake of
Oh,
Daggerfall.
that's right. Okay.
So there you go.
Keep-
Is that all,
I think
folks?
that's all. Just keep them coming. If you have ideas for questions of the week or just questions for us, just keep them coming.
Keep them coming, baby.
At gmail.com. So there you go.
Right, so we're getting into the real mix. Right, a game came out this week.
Yeah.
Finally, the next episode in the series finally came out because we thought it was like, oh, geez, it's not going to come out this month. It's going to be delayed yet again, but it came down on Wednesday in Xbox 360, PS3, and PC. Although it didn't come out on Steam until flipping the middle of the night here.
I think it was announced on
Um,
Monday and came out on Wednesday, I think.
Yep.
Yeah, pretty much short
Mhm.
notice. Because we thought it was not going to come out till in August.
Yep.
And that is, of course, The Walking Dead Episode 3, Long Road
Yeah.
Ahead. Um, I'm sure we have a few things to talk about this now. So, first of all, before we get into the real choices not there, what did you guys think of it overall?
I guess I'll go. Story-wise, it was very good, very emotional. Walking Dead, very oh my fucking god, what just happened? Episode. Um, I think it was a great story episode. As far as the gameplay goes, I almost stopped playing at one point because I couldn't fucking stand the fucking shooting in this game. I don't know why that wasn't there. I have no idea why they put that there, but I think I had to restart the whole thing maybe 10, 20 times maybe
Yeah.
because I kept getting killed, and I actually at one point I just put the controller down and said, "Fuck this, I'm not playing." I just couldn't get through it. So I said, oh, okay, well, I'll give it one more try, and then I got through it in one shot. So, yeah, besides that fucking part, it was pretty good. I really enjoyed it. Really enjoyed the story.
Derek, I think you had a problem with the shooting part as well, didn't you? Because I know you were pretty much venting your frustration on Twitter about it.
Yeah, if you saw my Twitter feed, I was like, who the fuck decided it was a good idea to put a first-person shooter segment in this game?
Mm-hmm.
Because it's just really bad. I mean, the biggest problem is, I don't know what it's like on PC, but on 360,
You'll find out
on
with
360
me.
you use the right stick to move the, like the cursor around.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, I always invert my controls, so like up is up or down is up and up is down when I play
Mm-hmm.
games.
Yeah.
So not only is that screwed up and you can't change the controls, but when you move the reticle with your right thumb, you also have to press A with your right thumb to shoot.
Yeah.
It's not a
Mm-hmm.
trigger. It's use your thumb to move the cursor and to shoot. It's like almost impossible. It's insane.
Yeah.
And you have to be
Really?
pretty accurate
Like,
too in the shooting part.
Yeah.
Jeez.
Although I mean, it seems like I didn't have a problem shooting the guys as much. Like there's some humans you have to shoot. Spoiler.
Yeah.
But then there's some zombies, and the problem is they just keep coming at you, and you can shoot them in the chest, and they don't seem to stop. You kind of have to aim for the head, and that's
Yeah.
very difficult. When, for one, my controls are backwards for up and down, and two, I have to kind of move the cursor onto them, and then try and press the A button in time before they move out of the cursor.
Mm-hmm.
It's just, I mean, it's not like it's a sniper thing you're doing. It's like a sniper scope you're using. It's not like a Doom or Call of Duty or something where you can see the gun in front of you. But
Mm-hmm.
I think that was very, very poorly designed.
Yeah.
If they gave you the option to customize your controls, it probably would be okay. But I still think they should not have put that in there at all because, like, say if my wife wanted to play this game, there is no way in hell she'd be able to do that. No way.
Mm-hmm.
Like she wanted to play the first episode. I think she started it, but never finished it. And I think she would like it because the story is very good, and the characters are very, very well written.
Mm-hmm.
But with this part, it just kind of throws everything, out the window. It's like, here, you got to be a first-person shooter player to even have a chance. And
Even then, I mean, with the
right,
controller layout, that's just fucked up. Like pressing
So-
A and moving the cursor, fuck that.
yeah,
That's just-
exactly.
And did you experience like when you get close to the either the zombies or the humans, there's like a little bit of lag, like just a little bit of like it's not very smooth when you move it. It's like just a little bit of a hitch when you get to the characters. I found that out.
I guess I didn't notice that.
But
I found
that
the
threw me off.
technical problems with this game to be better than the last one, but they still
Yeah.
had a few other issues besides that stupid first-person shooting segment.
Yeah.
But yeah, overall, I did really enjoy it. Like there's a moment where you're like almost feel like crying.
Yeah.
We'll talk about it in a minute, but yeah, definitely very emotional at times. So
And get
I don't know what you all complain about the first-person shooting part. I did it in one
Yeah,
go.
yeah,
no.
because you're on PC and you have a mouse.
Yeah. That's yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what.
But still, I didn't even know it was the A button. You had to use that, like the
Yep,
A button.
A button's
Really?
everything. Well, A or it depends on what what direction it is, like on the cursor, which is like across like a D-pad. So you sometimes press X, sometimes you press B.
Mhm.
Yeah, but like seriously, Ed, if it's like a far part, you should just use the right trigger though.
Right.
No offense,
Right.
but that's still stupid
Yep.
as hell. So no, yeah, it was like that there. The A button you have to use, like, yeah, no wonder he's had a problem with that. You have to use the right flipping trigger and the A button for it. It's like, okay, no wonder you got pissed off with that part. Yeah, but like I said, I did it one go. It was easy enough because I was using a mouse. It's a lot better.
I guess, yeah.
Yeah. I was actually playing some
You're
of it
probably like, what
last
the
night
fuck?
with
How are they
that.
having problems?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like yeah, I found this. I was like, I found this easy enough.
Yeah,
So I did.
we were on
It's like,
Skype and he did, I just did it in one go. I was like, you son of a bitch.
Yeah.
yeah, yeah. That's pretty much it. Because I played a bunch of it last night and then finished it off this morning. But yeah, in terms of story wise, very good, very emotional. There was a part of it. Yeah, it was like, damn, they went there pretty. You almost went to you want to shed a tear for what happened though, and gameplay wise, it was okay though. It was just certain parts of it though. Like the shooting part was for me all right for me now anyway. But like I'm sure for you guys and probably a few other people didn't really like it whatsoever because of the controls. Because of the fact is, you had to restart. I still don't get over that the A button.
Yeah.
Seriously, he designs that right trigger or bust people
Yeah.
Yep.
when you're doing shooting. I know it's like an adventure game. And I'm sure, I hope the hell, I'm sure you guys are probably saying, I hope the hell there's not more
Yeah, I
of
hope
these in the
there's no
next
more
episode.
because fuck no. Jesus. No.
But yeah, I enjoyed the story though, and like the ending of it, which we'll get to soon enough, was pretty.
Yeah.
This is going to be very interesting. What happens next? So let's get through it. Basically, we always sort of said there's going to be spoilers. So if you have not played any of the episodes yet, if you haven't played this one,
Skip ahead.
probably switch up, skip the next 20 minutes or so, or 10, 20
Yeah.
minutes, because we're going to talk a lot about it. So anyway, we basically were with Lee and then Kenny, and we had to go into the store, and then the first sort of choice came up was this woman was wandering around, and then she got bit by a zombie, and the first main choices was whether we shoot her or just basically shoot the zombies and let her get bitten even more than she did. So what did these guys choose there?
Go ahead, Derek. You go.
Well, I don't think she got bitten. She was just being swarmed by zombies,
she's
and
getting
you either
swarmed.
had the choice to help her or just leave her, and I just left her. Because if we helped her, we would risk our lives, and we could not make it.
Yeah.
No, but I think she did get bitten on the leg.
I don't know. I didn't
I think
notice.
she did.
Yeah, I didn't notice that either.
I think she
honestly.
I think she did get bitten on the leg though, and it's sort of said about it though, and it's like she just put her out of her misery now, or just leave her there so we can get the supplies, so the zombies won't get distracted. They keep her for the distraction then. Yeah, but I didn't shoot her either. I just shot a few of the zombies and then just went in and picked up the supplies
Yeah.
in, and then pretty much had a time limit then to get all the supplies in as well. Pretty much go through the different sections, get all these
I got all
supplies.
I don't think
got
it,
about
I don't think it
18
matters. Ultimately,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
No.
Yeah, pretty much. I just picked up. I just said at the end, you got a lot of items.
That's what it said for me too.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then you go back to the motel, which are still there, and then you pretty much give them to Lily. So you do, and then pretty much once again, Lily and Kenny have their tussles, and pretty much Lily's basically saying that certain supplies are stolen, and pretty much have to go and check it out and see if that's the case. And we eventually do find out that that was the case because, pretty much we found out there was a bag in the wall on the side of the motel that had hats and cases of supplies, and pretty much then we took them to Lily, and then we found out that we just pretty much had to find out who did it then. Basically, before we get into that now, did you guys have an inkling who it was?
I had no idea.
Okay.
I like how
I'm
he
actually
Duck
gonna
was
look.
like helping you out, and he was Robin, and you were Batman and stuff. I
Yeah.
thought that was kind of fun.
That was cool.
Oh yes, okay, yeah. Get out! Yeah, I basically just told him not to help me though, and he kept going. Okay then.
Did you give him a high five at the
Stop.
end?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I
also.
did. Yeah, I just basically did that anyway, so I did. I'm just gonna look here at this choices thing so I can know what
Well, the next
I
choice
actually
is a little
chose.
bit of ways off. It's after the first-person shooting segment.
Oh yeah, and then there was that first part, and then basically the bandits come around because they basically were told that they didn't get their supply because someone apparently made a deal with them to get supplies, and apparently that was part of the bag that had the supplies in them that we took, and it pretty much had the people in hostage there, and then the first person shooter part happened where you're in a sniper mode and you had to shoot the bandits, and then the zombies came, and pretty much you had to get out of there because that was kind of one of the things as well. Like Kenny wanted pretty much to stay to get away because the motel pretty much we had our time in the motel, and Lily wanted to stay put though, but we moved on though and pretty much got out of there and then drove along, and then we stopped because we ran over a zombie, and then came out though, and pretty much Lily was accusing what the fuck's his name, Ben, isn't it?
Is it
Yeah.
Ben? Yeah.
Of stealing. Yeah. Accusing of stealing the supplies, and then pretty much I had to vote on whether or not it was Ben, and then didn't really matter anyway because, well, it didn't really matter because Doug was basically there as well defending Ben or whatever. It just said, just try to stop this though, and then Lily pretty much, Lily was going to shoot Ben, and then Doug got in the way, like swung them around. Lily shot Doug, and it basically said at that point,
Yep.
you bitch.
Yep.
She shot him, but on like when it happened, I didn't know if he was dead or anything. I was like, oh, she shot him. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, but basically afterwards, you know what
Yeah.
happened because basically he left her to die. And then the next choice was, did you abandon Lily? Did you pretty much leave her there to die or whatever, or did you keep her in the RV? So, Dennis, what'd you do?
I brought her along.
And Derek?
I said, fuck that bitch, and I left her.
Really?
Alright.
Yep.
Okay.
I
Yeah.
said, fuck you. You're staying here. You can die.
Okay.
Okay, so yeah, you have an actual difference
Yep.
trust, so that's interesting to know. So I actually want to know what happens then with the next
Yeah,
part
that'll be
then,
interesting to know.
because I chose to keep her along just to keep her from we keeping it fucking with our eyes. We're just going to basically keep you under surveillance pretty much. The fact is, Lord knows what's going to happen next. Pretty much went rogue though, shot him, and I was just like, poor Doug, I like Doug. So
Yeah, I
stabbed
wonder if
me
it's
anyway.
the girl that gets it. If in the first episode you decided to save
Carly was
Yeah.
her name, I think.
Carly, I think. Yeah.
I actually watched playthrough if someone had Carly, and that was
Okay.
pretty much the case.
So that character's
Shot
doomed
her.
to die in episode
That's too
2.
bad.
Yeah. So no, it doesn't really matter anyway. But actually getting a little bit ahead of ourselves, we actually did find out that unfortunately Duck, the little child of Kenny and Katja, was bitten. So that was not good news whatsoever. So it was, and he pretty much didn't have a lot of time to live. He was pretty much getting worse and worse. And then we reached this part where we were getting blocked by a train, and we had to get the train going, so I did, and there was the train instructions there, so there was, and I had to get the indent thing.
That took me a
So
while
we
to
did.
figure out, actually.
Yeah, it took me a bit as well. Like they had to find a pencil though, and find the pencil in
RV.
the front of the RV, and this is where Lily pretty much, for me and Dennis,
Went rogue.
pretty much came and said, yeah, it's basically said, are you coming with me, you staying with me or whatever, and I just said, nope, fuck you, and then she pretty much kicked me out of the RV, and she pretty much
She
stole
stole the
the
RV?
on
Oh,
us.
wow.
I just said
Huh.
go,
Yeah.
and she just kicks me out of the RV and drives away with it.
Yeah, she basically says, like, go, I said go, and it's like, yeah, you come along with me now, and I said,
Yeah.
nope, fuck you, I'm staying with these guys, and then she just kicks you out, and then she steals the RV. So what is your side thing? Does the RV
It just
just
stays
stay
there.
there, or
They
does
just
something
leave
else
it.
happen?
Okay.
Yeah. So that's pretty much what happens on our side of
Huh.
things now. RV was stolen
Yeah,
on
so
by
you
that
don't get the
bitch.
RV either way. So
Yeah, doesn't really matter
I'd rather
anyway,
have a
but
train
yeah,
than an RV.
we pretty much
yeah, true.
yeah, RV was yeah. So pretty much we counted a new character, a new like homeless guy called Chuck. And what do you guys think of Chuck?
I don't know. I did well. He looks like fine. He looks like a nice person, more realistic than the others. But I don't know. I don't know what to think of him yet. He looks nice, but
Yeah, the thing is as well, they get pretty much kind of tell you to do something with
hmm
Clementine, and the fact is that he wanted you to said pretty much teach her how
yeah,
to shoot. 'Cause if you keep her the way her is, try to be a bit more protective, she ain't gonna last, and pretty much kind of keep her tell her how to shoot, and also to cut the hair so she won't get grabbed so easily. Because the fact is, in the last episode, she got grabbed by the hair by one of the St. John's brothers. I forget
hmm
which one it was, and therefore have to cut it down so she wouldn't do that there. But also the fact as well that Kenny was the one who started the train as well and got going. We got that there. We got the controls and things like that there now, and got it going as well. And then all of a sudden, Duck coughs up blood,
yeah.
and pretty much Gotcha wants you to stop the train. And the next choice is, did you fight Kenny? I did not fight Kenny. I talked him down to
Yeah,
stopping the
me
train.
too. Same thing.
Dennis and Derek.
Well, first you skipped over me about Chuck. I was gonna say he seems like he's nice, but it was kind of convenient how he was there just to advance the story and tell you you have to do this, this, and this to go. You have to
Yeah.
cut Clementine's hair. You have to teach her how to shoot. You have to give her this map and go over what your plan.
hmm
So, but I mean, he seems okay.
Seems okay at the moment though, but we'll just have to wait and see. He could be one of those bastards as
Right.
well. Some people probably thought the St. John's brothers was nice, but like when you look at them, though, it's like, yeah, these guys, there's something wrong with these guys. They're not they're not as friendly
Yep.
as they seem to
Right.
be. And then we found out they were cannibals. So,
So yeah, did
um,
you fight Kenny? Yes, I fought him.
Oh, you fought him? Okay.
Yep. I like
yeah.
slapped some sense into him.
And did he stop the train
Yeah.
after that then? They actually looked up online as well that there was a point though that if you just stay quiet or something, he just lock you out
Oh, really? Okay.
of the thing. You go back to the back's car and you see the Clementine's hat, and then you see Duck come towards you, and then he just jumps on you and you fall out of the train.
What?
And
Oh,
you have to
wow.
restart that part.
Oh,
That's how that happened. So if you don't do nothing during that part with Kenny, then that happens. So it does. But also, we're getting a little bit too ahead of ourselves as well, because we actually eventually do find out that it was Ben that stole the supplies, because the bandit said that he had his friend, and then he negotiated a deal with him to keep giving him supplies so that his friend would be safe.
You're getting way
But I
ahead
think,
now. We haven't talked
oh, are we? Oh yes, sorry. I'm fucking all over the place. I'm the one who's played the most recent. I'm getting all over the fucking place. So yeah. But yeah, actually there was another point. So
Yeah.
there was. The fact is that Duck was down and he had to stop the train, and there was a choice as well that did you have choice to shoot Duck, or that one of the others like Kenny or Katja shoot Duck? And thing as well, we went into basically said I'd do this, but Kenny and Katja said we'll go with them into the forest to say our goodbyes. Basically hear a gunshot, go and pretty much see Katja lying dead on the floor, and pretty much we know what happened there. She pretty much killed herself. So she did, and that was pretty much like a
Yeah.
fuck moment right there.
Like, oh crap.
I was like, oh Jesus, these guys went there with that crap, and that's this is the real emotional part of the story as well. Like this kind of happened here, and this is not a good
Oh
day
no,
for Kenny.
not really.
It's pretty much a horrible day. So, and what did you do? Did you shoot Duck?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah, I did too.
Yeah. I wasn't gonna let Kenny shoot his own fucking son. It's like fuck
No.
that, no way. He's already seen his fucking wife kill
Yeah.
herself. So
So I shot
no
Doug.
way.
Yeah,
But
I think we all did.
yeah, I shot Doug as well. I wasn't gonna let Kenny do the fucking thing. So I go back on the train.
Mhm.
So I do. And then pretty much we find out then that Ben pretty much stole the supplies and negotiated with the bandits to,
The motherfucker.
because the bandits had friends.
Yeah.
So they did. And therefore he was keeping supplies and giving them off to sort of make sure his friends safe though. And I
Oh yeah, I
threatened him.
threatened him too.
What did you do, Dark?
I think I said you better keep your mistakes to yourself or something like that.
I just
Right,
threatened him. I said,
yeah.
I'm gonna throw you off the train.
Yeah, it basically said the first dialogue option was I'm gonna kill. I could
Yes.
kill you or something. I did. And it just says you threatened Ben. Like, yeah,
I didn't say
you
that.
should. You
I can't
couldn't. You
remember. I
didn't say.
can't remember what I said there, but I know I didn't say that.
I know.
You didn't say anything. You didn't peep a word, and then you let Doug die for nothing. You
Mhm.
son of a bitch. It's like I let Doug. It's like fuck you.
Yeah.
I just
Three
threatened him.
people died
And
because of
yeah,
him. So
yeah. And I basically, me and Dennis were talking about this and said, yep, that decision might bite us
yeah, I
in the
think
ass
that's gonna
later
come
on.
back and bite us for some reason.
Yeah, could happen in the next episode, could happen in the final episode. We'll just
Mhm.
have to wait and see.
Well, you wonder, like, if you didn't make this
Um,
deal, like, what would happen? Would the bandits have attacked sooner, and more people could have died? Who knows?
Yeah, because at the
Probably, I
beginning of
guess.
the episode, when you go outside of the camp, outside of the camp, the motel, and he sees the arrows in the wall, he says, "Hey, we
Right.
haven't seen bandits around here for a while." And it's like,
Right.
so that trade probably
It's like,
worked out for a little bit.
yeah, and then like I think when they were going to get their supplies again, they realized it wasn't there, and then they had to like have the other
Mhm.
people hostage. And also, yeah, we went back and said we've taught Clementine how to shoot though and cut her hair there. But like earlier on as well, I forgot to mention there was a little dream sequence that showed that Clementine
Yeah.
turned into a zombie. I was oh fuck, I didn't even realize that, and then I was like,
That
you woke
scared the
up, so
crap
it was
out of me.
just
I
a
was like,
dream.
"Holy crap!"
That's what it did to me as well. I was like, oh
I was
shit.
so scared I forgot to press the A button. I was like, "What? I gotta press this."
I'm like,
Yeah.
no. And I was like, oh no, well,
Yeah.
it's just a dream then. Yeah. So that was
Yep.
pretty nuts as well. Then we had got another delay. There's another blockage pretty much, and that there's these
Mhm.
tankards blocking the bridge, this blocking the path. And we came across two new characters then, another two new characters in is it Omad and Krista?
Is it
Omid?
Omid? I think Omid.
Omid. I think it's Omid.
Omid, yeah.
Omid, so I'm pronouncing that wrong. Omid and Krista, and pretty much had to get something to, keep the pretty much get rid of that tanker in a way so we can get
Yeah.
on our way then.
Mhm.
And we did, we found a blowtorch, you had to kill a few zombies and in this little wee hut thing.
The train station.
Yeah, at the train station thing, and Clementine didn't do anything, she was pretty much
Yeah.
just frozen. She couldn't shoot at all. And then shoot the zombies, then got the blowtorch. There was a leak in the blowtorch, had to patch that up, and then all of a sudden got the thing going, and then had to Omid had to sort of hang on to me then, sort of, because it went down a bit, and then all of a sudden there was thousands of
But there's
zombies
a decision
coming
there when you
along.
jump off the bridge. What did you guys do? Did you guys push him? Did you?
No, I
No,
didn't push
no,
him.
we're not. We're getting a bit further
Are
ahead
you
there,
sure?
Dennis. Yeah, as the zombies were coming, and then afterwards to basically start the train up
Yeah,
and then
okay.
get going,
So yeah, the train's moving, and
and
then
then
you
the
light
jump thing
the
happens.
gas on
You put
fire, or at least I did,
Mhm.
yes,
and then you
Yeah.
jump on the train like like an
Yeah.
action movie,
Yeah.
like
yeah. I did.
Born Identity or something.
either.
I don't know.
I pushed him. Pushed him
I
off the
didn't.
train.
What happened, Ned? Did you just
Yeah,
fall off the
he
train or
falls off the
what
train.
happened?
He hurts his leg.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
what
that
He
happened.
falls
happens, yeah.
off.
Yeah,
So
yeah. I jumped in, and then basically the last sort of decision was, did you help Omid?
I
I
helped
helped him.
the girl first because I didn't know what to do. I didn't know what I had to do there. Yeah, when it comes up, it's like the girl's right in front of the train, and she's right in front of you, and you can grab her. I didn't know you had to choose between one or the other. So I grabbed her first, and she's like, "You son of a bitch!"
Yeah, same thing with Omen though. Pretty much, I helped him first because he was the one who was
Mhm.
fucking injured though. And he basically said, "Why did you get me first? You should have got her. She's a
Yeah.
woman." Pretty much, like said that to me. What about you, Derek?
I
What
was
did you
like
choose?
Dennis, where I was like, wait, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Because
Yeah.
I was like, wait, what? I have to choose something? What? Oh, and I just hit a button, and then it was him.
Okay.
It was Omi.
Okay.
I probably would have saved him anyway first because he was injured, but I didn't really know what I was supposed to do, so I just
I
hit
would
a
have
button.
saved him first, but I didn't know what to do. So
Yeah, exactly.
when I pressed the button, it was the girl that was there. She was like, "You son of a bitch! He's injured." Blah blah blah. So,
Yeah, he does the same thing the other way around, so it doesn't really
Yeah,
matter who you save, I don't think.
yeah.
yeah. Just pretty much fucking laughed at you
Mhm.
anyway, so they do. And then at the end of the episode, we pretty much find out that, oh, wait a minute, the walkie-talkie's
Yep.
not busted. There's a voice and thing, and apparently says the voice says that he has Clementine's parents. We pretty much find out that him and Clementine, the voice and the Clementine are actually helping communicate with each
And I was
other.
like, "Holy
Yeah,
crap!"
And then,
that's
that's where the
Yeah.
episode ends. So, but we probably missed a whole chunk of stuff though. We want to just go through the
yeah,
sort of
that was
main
pretty much all
choices
of it.
now.
I think so.
Yeah.
I mean, it took a while
But
to
they
get the
just missed-
train going, I think.
Oh yeah, that took a long ass time.
Because there's so many different things you have to do. There's that zombie out there with the animal crackers.
Mhm.
There's, getting the water for Duck. Oh yeah, and that part. So Katja was holding Duck there for a long time. Did you have any glitches? Because on mine, for a while there, she was holding nothing. It was just Duck wasn't even there. She was just holding her
I
arms
didn't-
out.
yeah.
No.
I had a. Okay, sorry. Continue.
Oh, go
sorry.
ahead. It's weird.
Yeah, I had another glitch when you're when the train is stopped because of the tankers and yeah, the two girls are talking, like they're talking together. When I walk to them and I talk to them, like you see what's her name, little girl, I can't remember, Clementine. Yeah.
Clementine?
You see her talking, but it's the other woman's voice that goes. It's like, "Bah, bah, 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 bah," and she's talking like with the other woman's voice. I was like, what the fuck is this? I thought he was having hallucinations or something.
I think that happened to me too, but I didn't think it was her talking with the other woman's voice. It was just they were cutting away to show Clementine while you were talking with Christina or whatever her name was.
Oh,
Yeah, that was the thing as well. It was with me because I was talking to Krista.
I did that for you guys
Krista.
too?
Yeah.
And she was talking and it cut to Clementine and it's kind of like her miming,
Yeah.
like miming what she was
I
saying.
was like,
Well, I didn't think she was miming.
That's
It
what
was
sort
just
of
she was talking to Krista and they were showing her. I don't know. It could be a glitch. I don't know. I didn't see it as a glitch though when I was playing.
I saw it as a glitch. I was like, what the fuck? Why is she talking like the other person? That's kind of weird. But yeah. Besides that, I didn't have the glitch that you're talking about, Derek. He was there. Did you guys get everything? The water, the crackers.
I didn't
No?
get the crackers. No, I didn't even realize there was crackers. Where the hell were that? I
Did you
only
see
got
the zombie
water.
next to the train in the
Okay.
car? Oh, okay.
Nope.
Really? Wow.
That's kind of surprising. If you go around the train on the front, on the other side,
Yeah.
you get fucking scared shitless because the zombie's in the car. Like I jumped when when the zombie and you can go get the crackers in the car. How much time did it take you, Derek, to get the
It
crackers?
took a long time. I did that like 2 or 3 times before it finally let me open the door and unlatch the belt so I could smash his head in with the door. But
Yeah, you kind of have 2 seconds to get the crackers really quick, and
yeah,
it's really you have to be really really fast.
well, I didn't have a problem with it.
I had
but,
I had no idea that was
Really?
her.
Wow, surprised.
I didn't even see that. I only got the water and like the map and that there, and that was it. And just like try to go to the get the the cutler
Yeah.
unlocked. That was it. I didn't even have no idea there was a
Oh,
car
and
there.
did you lie about the water to the new guy? Did you lie about taking stuff?
I told him I took the map, but I didn't tell him I took water.
It didn't say anything about the war. I just said it took the. It didn't say anything about. I just said
Yeah.
give him the map.
Mhm.
I
He
took the map, and
He
he
said,
said
did
you're
you take
honest.
something?
Yeah, and I said I took the
Yeah,
map.
I said I took them.
Okay,
yeah,
but he
took
says
the
that,
map.
and I said, no, I didn't take anything.
Oh, okay. Well, you lied straight up about everything.
I lied straight up.
Yeah.
Straight up.
No, I was honest. I said, yeah, I took the map. He's like, oh yeah, that's all right. You should need that. Go take it. So anything else? Any other thoughts?
No, I think, how did you guys react to the double death there in the forest? I actually had to stop playing a little bit. I was like, oh my god, this is this is kind of emotional. I didn't, bawl out or anything, but
I was close to tears. I was just so close. I couldn't do it though. I just don't know why. I just like, oh my god, it's just
yeah, I had
so
a ball in my
close.
throat.
I
I
was
was like,
about
oh
to.
man, really?
Yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
damn.
And you see him, he's leaning, like Duck is leaning against the tree watching his mom and no reaction at all. Because,
Yeah, I was like,
yeah, it's like, oh my
I was
god.
like, because he was like,
So yeah, that was pretty emotional. That was pretty well made.
Yeah, I
bit of a
didn't tear
fucking.
up, but I almost did, and I was just thinking, just a few minutes ago, well, maybe it was more than a few minutes, we were just, doing that investigation, and he was, pretending he was Robin, and it was kind of fun, and then now he's
Mhm.
dead.
Yeah,
Yeah, got bitten, and then pretty much had to
I think
climb
they
out of his
actually put
misery.
that so that you feel even more bad about him dying at that point. So yeah,
Yeah.
gotcha. I don't really care.
Well, I didn't. But then again, no. The fact is, I didn't fucking save him I didn't save him. I tried to save. I saved
So,
Herschel's
yeah,
son.
I
Yeah,
say, I
but it
saved
didn't
him.
really matter. It didn't even matter anyway because you got
Yeah,
killed anyway, whether or not.
exactly.
So
Well, I'm pretty sure pretty much
kind of
everybody's
stupid.
going to get killed eventually, so.
Yeah.
Perfect.
I think the last fucking choice you're gonna have to make is do you kill yourself or something?
Yeah.
Probably.
Or do you kill Clementine because she turned into a zombie or something?
Yeah. No, do you like Clementine or Shaft? Like, do you shoot your Clementine or yourself or something? And like then that's it. That's the final choice. And then just like you hear a gunshot and then straight to black and that's it.
Yeah, there's no way they're gonna all survive. There's no way. Something's gonna happen.
Yeah, well, fucking a lot of people died in this one. Like 3 of the main people. Well, 4 actually. You lost 4 people, there, didn't you? Like Lily went. Katja killed herself. Doug got shot and killed, and Doug got you. There's like 4 people. So it was a bit of a well,
Yeah,
bloodbath in a
downer.
way, I guess. Yeah, a bit
Yeah.
of a downer indeed. Like all you have now, who's like left now? Like from the original group, like Kenny, Clementine, and
Yourself.
Lee.
Yep. Yep.
That's
That's
it.
pretty much it.
So who's going to survive? From the next episode, which is was it around every corner, isn't it?
2
Which we'll
months,
probably see on
I bet.
yeah, in October. I'll say it'll probably be
Probably
next time.
November.
Yeah, October, November time, I'll say. So we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, I very much enjoyed this episode. Very good, very good. Not as good story-wise. Just very gameplay. I was like, yeah, it's all right. I like the shooting part. It's pretty cool, like that, because it's really easy with a mouse. So, but I would have felt the same way if I was playing on the 360. So I don't blame these guys on that part now. So
Yeah, I would not give this one 5
But yeah.
stars because of that issue.
Yep. Me too.
Otherwise, I would have. So.
yeah, it's turned out to be one of my favorite games of the year.
Yeah,
Definitely.
for sure. For sure.
Really, really enjoying this. So
Yeah, I'd like to hear what the
So-
feedback is about that first-person shooting segment. Like, there's that series that they're going to be doing on Giant Bomb now. They have 2 parts of it up, like on the interviews and like the reactions and stuff.
Mhm.
I'd like to see what they say about that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'll get you the name of it in a second here, but
Yeah, I read that. Faces of Death, I think, something like that.
I read the first part. Faces of Death. Yeah, there's 2 parts now.
Mm-hmm.
Right, I haven't
I think
checked that
Patrick
out yet.
writes it. Patrick wrote
Right.
Yeah,
Everybody's
and Derek's probably like,
everybody's favorite Giant Bomb staffer, Patrick Klepek.
I have no problem with him when he does news and informs people and stuff like that, but when he does the quick looks, no, I can't really.
He seems to want to always put his own like spin on things. Like he always has to say something about everything. It seems like.
Yeah, he has a monologue of fucking stuff, though. He kind of wants to explain every fucking nook and cranny of a game, or give his thoughts on every nook and cranny of the
that's
game.
true.
Which is fine sometimes, but you know, it gets to be a little too much.
Yeah. But like Derek listened to the Bombcast this week. I listened to a bit of it. I just listened to that stuff about the Darksiders too, because he basically said, Patrick Cappett's not really liking the Darksiders
all
2.
his points are just like dumb. They're like there's no, you know, they're not valid. I don't think. The reasons he doesn't like the game, it's like he just doesn't understand the game.
No, he doesn't say he liked it though. He says he's like he doesn't mind. Like he doesn't like he's not really fussed on he doesn't really like the story at the moment. He's not really fussed on the looting system because the fact is you can't really make your own build perhaps or something. Like, okay. Yeah, you're not playing the game properly, and it basically says he wants a bit more. He wants it to be more like Zelda. Like you get the ability in this dungeon and use that ability to defeat a boss.
Boss like
it's like
that,
okay, if you want. Yeah, if you want, and I think someone said if you want to do that, play Legend of Zelda.
Mm-hmm.
Like if you want that, just play Legend of Zelda.
That's not going to help his fan club increase.
Yeah, I think there's a lot of people that fucking hate him, but I do mean hate him. I don't hate him. I don't mind him. I don't mind him though. I wouldn't say I'm a big fan of him now, but I don't mind him though. It is the quick looks though.
Each time he's in a quick look, I don't care what game it is. I just said fuck. I'm not watching it.
You don't even watch it?
No.
Oh wow.
No, I cannot. When he's like
a play
not playing
when he's playing it.
When he's playing it, no, I'm not gonna watch it. I can't fucking stand it. I cannot.
So what if he is the one for Need for Speed? Will you watch that one?
Maybe if it's a game that I highly doubt he's gonna do the Need for Speed one, but
no, it's Jeff's gonna be doing that one.
I mean, if it's a game I'm interested in, I'll endure him. But
oh wow.
Besides that, no, I'm not gonna bother watching it.
Well, I guess you're missing out then. But
missing out on.
I watch every single one. It doesn't matter who's doing it.
Yeah.
I don't really watch quick looks now. I watch the old time. I rather just watch those best of quick looks really. So like I know that you watch them, don't you, Dennis?
Say what the what?
The best of quick looks.
There's a new one out right now, so with Madden NFL 13, if you guys want to check it out.
I watched the whole one.
Yeah, I watched it yesterday.
It's really awesome.
Just basically shows at the start, shows the Madden thing, and then here it's like them tripping over, like one of that when Dan was mentioned earlier that they're tripping over thing, and then just hear fucking Jeff and ready lose it.
That was awesome.
Did you guys watch the Happy Action Theater sequel one?
Yeah, that was
awesome.
Part, that was hilarious.
Yeah, it's really only worth watching that one part. The rest of it's kind of dumb. Just skip to the 32-minute mark or whatever.
Yeah, it's just like, 32, 33-minute mark. Yeah, because that's what some of the comments said on it. Just skip the 32,
yeah, it was awesome.
33-minute mark, and I just did.
Yeah.
That's funny. It's basically fucking everyone's losing it. So that's our thoughts of the day of Giant Bomb.
Yeah.
So it was, Johnny said Patrick Decker was not really a big fan of Darksiders 2. He's like, I listened to it, I was like, yeah. Some of your points I can sort of, I can see, but some of them are like, okay. No. I don't really agree with them, but that's everyone has their own opinion, so. Anyway, let's get into the final part. This should be quick because Dan's the only one who's been really has watched a few things. Derek, I don't think you've watched anything at all, have you? Because you have nothing
I watched
here.
Darksiders too. A lot of it. 32 hours.
Yeah. Well, I watched Darksiders 2 and cutscenes.
Well, at least they aren't super long.
Yeah, you're not watching Metal Gear Solid now length cutscenes. We will be watching them for 2 hours and you play for 10 minutes.
Isn't that what's like in Final Fantasy 13 as well?
Yeah.
Well,
exactly.
Yeah, in a way there is. Yeah, there is.
That's the way I felt when I rented it. I was like, dear God, can I fucking play for once?
But yeah, that game, a lot of people hate that game. I can understand why people hate it though, and the fact is, the game, nothing fucking happens for the first 20 hours.
Yeah, that's a long time for nothing
If
to
if
happen.
you
20
Yeah.
hours.
Yeah, if you want to try it, if you feel like if you playing this for 5 and 10 hours and feel like nothing's happening, then basically nothing's gonna help you though, because you're gonna have to play another chunk of hours. Because you don't have actually full freedom of the paradigm system and the crystalium until about 20 hours into the game.
Yeah.
So you don't even have full access to all the stuff though until that there. So it's like ridiculous. Like it's like a 20-hour fucking tutorial or something. 15, 20
Yeah,
hour tutorial.
exactly.
I did finish it though. I did enjoy it, but like I mainly enjoyed it because of the battle system. I really liked the battle system in the game. The story I couldn't care less about. The characters, meh, I couldn't really care less about. And some people love the fucking story in that game, and
Go figure.
I think that story is stupid. There's a lot more better stories out there in JRPGs. Lost Odyssey for one. But that's good. I've just been watching Family Guy. That's all I've been watching really. Still watching stuff on Netflix, watching old episodes and still getting a kick out of them. And Frasier and a few other things, but that's pretty much it. I don't think I've watched anything. I like to watch the actual DVD of a stand-up comedian though, but I'm not going to mention it because you guys have no idea who I'm talking about then,
Yeah.
if I did. So anyway, Dennis, you've been watching a few films.
Yeah, I've
over
been
this
watching a
week.
couple of movies, trying to catch up on my movie watching because I've been slacking a little bit. I watched on Friday night The Dictator, which stars Sacha Baron Cohen. For those who know, those who've seen what's it called, Borat and Bruno. I don't know if you guys have watched those two movies.
I think I've seen them both. I definitely seen Borat. I just don't remember Bruno much.
I've seen Ali G in the house and I've seen Bruno.
Okay.
I haven't seen
No.
Borat, no. I've seen bits of it now, but I haven't watched all the
Okay.
way through now.
Well, The Dictator is about a guy from it's like he's a dictator, you know. He's like he controls a big part of the world. Well, not a big part of the world, but he threatens pretty much everybody, and you know, he has like this giant castle, and he gets people killed for just having a different opinion than him and all that. So at one point there's a cow looks at him like he's like he signals for the cow to be killed or something like that. So it's, you know, it's a little ridiculous, as every Sacha Baron Cohen movie is. But I think this one, its major problem is that it has too much of a story to it. Like the other movies had a somewhat of a story, but you know, they went all over the place with Borat and Bruno. This one, they don't really do that. It's like more of a story, like he comes to America and something happens, and he kind of gets replaced by a dummy, a guy that's pretty much of an idiot and more than he is, and he gets replaced by him, and he has to find a way to get back his dictatorship and all that, and all of a sudden he becomes like this good guy and falls in love with this girl and all that stuff. And I think there's too much of a story to the movie for it to be entertaining, I guess I could say. So there's some funny bits, of course, but you know, not as much as Bruno or Borat had. And like ridiculous stuff, there's not enough of it. Like it's some sappy comedy or something like that. And I didn't really enjoy it. I didn't really think it was that funny compared to the other two. Didn't really have the same qualities, like the same zaniness, crazy stuff that the others had. And I watched the unrated and censored version of it, so I don't think there's much of anything. Yeah, there's a lot of racial, you know, stereotypes being thrown around and all that, so I don't know. I didn't really enjoy it. I didn't really find it that good.
Yeah, like the Bruno and Boar are more like
Yeah.
mockumentaries pretty much, rather than like actual story films now. So it's more like you said, it's more of a story film, like a proper film rather than like a mockumentary now, like
Yeah, it
those
kind of
two are.
starts off as being a mockumentary, like you see Hillary Clinton and uh, what's his face, Barack Obama saying like there's it's not really them, but it's them, but it's like archive footage of stuff. They're like saying, "Oh,
Yeah.
we got to get rid of this guy" and stuff like that, and he's a menace to the world, and then it cuts to him sitting on the throne taking a dump or something like that. So it's kind of it's not very good. I didn't really. Some funny spots, but not a whole lot. And
And you watched another film as well, which I'd like to
yes,
hear your
last night
thoughts
I
on.
watched The Hunger Games, which actually was pretty big. It was pretty popular here, well, here and I think pretty much around the world at the beginning of the year. Like almost everybody I know went to see that movie, and I watched it last night, and I was like, why did people actually enjoy this movie? Are there reasons why people like this, or because absolutely nothing happens? Like I was expecting like kids fighting everywhere like Lord of the Flies or you know uh some sort of Running Man type of thing. Because the Hunger Games, for those who don't know, who haven't read the book or whatever, uh they take some kids, two kids from there's like 12 districts, and they take like two kids from every district, a boy and a girl, and they send them to the Hunger Games, which is some sort of a tribute to the war or something. And they send them up to fight, and they're supposed to kill each other, and the victor, I think he gets some money and stuff like that. So like every district is very poor. And anyway,
Well, not
uh,
everyone.
well, not everyone. I think District 1 and 2 and 3 are kind of a little bit more rich, and like 12 and 11 and 12 are more poor than the rest of them. But I don't know. It's at the beginning you had the whole preparation and the whole thing, and then when they get into they set them like they cut them loose and they set them out to fight. Then there's a little bit of action, and then the girl, like the main girl, and she just escapes and she climbs into a tree, and then there's a whole fucking long ass thing that she's in the tree and blah blah blah, and then at
So
the
would you think this could be like Gladiator or something?
I thought it was going to be like more fighting. I thought they were
Oh,
going to
okay. Well, then that's your problem, I guess.
have them all, fight or something like that. And somebody told me the book is much more graphic. Like they have much more fighting in the book and stuff like that than in the movie.
Well, this is like what, PG-13 or like 12,
I think
isn't
it's
it?
PG-13 if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
Yeah, so if it was more like a R-rated R, like 18 here, then it probably would have been a bit more,
Yeah,
graphic, like the
I expected
novels
more
are.
fighting. With the PG-13, I said, well, it's going to be a little bit of blood. There won't be a whole lot of fighting. Yeah, I didn't know how that was going to turn out, but I didn't really enjoy it. Honestly, I didn't think it was that good. I don't know why people just freaked out about that movie. I can't really see it, and the whole falling in love thing at the end between the two people from District 12. I was like, what? Okay.
Do me a favor.
Funny. I didn't really enjoy it at all. I think you saw it, Derek. Did you see it?
Yeah, I saw it in theaters.
Okay. Did you like it?
Yeah, I like it a lot. I bought the Blu-ray when it came out.
Okay. I don't.
I guess I don't see what. I guess if you're thinking that it's an action movie and it's going to be tons of fighting, then I can see maybe why you wouldn't like it. But even then, I think it's still a great movie.
But it's not a horrible movie. I mean, it's not unwatchable, but it's yeah
Overrated, you
overrated.
said.
I expected way more than what they shown. So I don't know. Maybe I was expecting too much.
I think you're just expecting something different is the problem.
Yeah, I was expecting something different. I was expecting, as you said, like Lord of the Flies or fighting, uh, kids fighting everywhere. Like when they set them loose and they go for the the supplies in the middle there, and they start killing each other and bashing on each other. And I thought there was going to be more than that, much more of that in the movie. So I don't know. I didn't fall in love with it like other people did, like you did, Derek. I didn't find it that.
I think it's like if you compare it to, say, like The Walking Dead, and if you think it's just going to be an action movie with zombies, that's not what you're going to get. It's about the characters. It's not about action. So,
Yeah.
and the drama and everything.
I probably, yeah, as you said, I was probably expecting too much of a action Running Man type of thing, like people killing each other.
Yeah, it's definitely not like that.
You get a couple of deaths, but most of them you don't even see them. So
You should watch.
I need to watch
watch
this
Battle
then.
Royale.
Yeah, that's what I was kind of matching though. Yeah, I never watched it, but I know what it's about though.
There's
If you want
violence
kind
in that, that's for
graphic,
sure. That's blowing up.
Yeah.
That's what you.
Yeah, if you wanna watch that, then if you pretty much watch,
read subtitles though.
if you want, yeah, it's Japanese.
yeah, I heard that
so.
was pretty good. I actually heard it was good. So
Yeah, I have.
I never seen it, but I heard the first one's good. There's a second which
I've never seen it, but I know it's
I heard you should. Yeah, I heard you have to avoid it.
well, we'll see. Maybe I'll watch it down the line. But yeah, Hunger Games. I'm not a horrible movie, but I expected something different, I guess. So.
And I could say just before, I don't think these guys watched that documentary I talked about last week.
Not
Did
yet.
you? No. Okay. Get to it. Make that your prime thing this week, Dennis. You have a day off tomorrow. Watch it when you're finished with playing with me. Then
Maybe I will.
Me. And you say, yeah, Derek, you said got Lockout. What the heck? What's that film Lockout now from Netflix?
It's like a sci-fi prison breakout movie, I think. I haven't seen it yet.
Okay.
It's got oh shit, what the hell is that guy's name? I'll look up here. And then I also got Transformers Victory on DVD, which is the last of the Japanese-only cartoon series that continued from the Generation 1 cartoon. I hear it's really good, and I'm looking forward to it, although I have to finish watching Master Force, which I'm only about halfway through now. Lockout has Guy Pearce, Maggie Grace. I hear it's supposed to be pretty good.
Yeah, that was
a former government agent wrongly accused of a crime gets a shot at freedom if he can engineer a high-risk mission to outer space in order to rescue the president's daughter from a prison where the inmates are in control.
Oh, so it's pretty much like one of those ones, he's locked up and he can fight for his freedom or whatever. Kind of like Gamer or The Condemned or something.
I haven't seen it, but I heard it's pretty good, so.
Yeah, I heard it wasn't bad.
Yeah. Yeah. But I haven't watched any. The only one I was watching really, and I haven't watched much this week. I haven't really watched any films. It's pretty much bit down from like the last few weeks where I watched a good number of films. So I might watch something this week. There's a bunch of new films on Netflix now, I believe, as well, and should watch a few things probably. Watch maybe something.
I don't know.
Yeah. Let me know how Rihanna's performance that is, because that's the only thing. That's the only thing I want to know. I'm joking, by the way. I can't fucking stand her.
Yeah.
I don't even know who that is.
Rihanna?
Yeah.
Really? Oh my god. You're lucky.
Yeah, she's pretty well known.
She's pretty fucking popular. She has a bloody single out every 5 fucking minutes.
I don't listen to the radio.
Yeah, well, you're smart then. Me and Dad are affected by our fucking bloody volume of bloody stuff. Because every time you switch on the radio, it seems to have a new fucking single out or a new collaboration with someone.
That's true.
Yeah. Pretty much same way with fucking Justin Bieber and those ones as well. Can't stand him. So anyway, that's
I think that's it. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So yeah, long one this week, folks. Yeah. Basically, before we go, guys, leave us a review on iTunes. We're still on iTunes. You can follow us on Twitter. I am DalWilliam85.
D-Boy on Twitter.
GigaStormZ.
And you can also follow us on Twitter at unitedgamedom. and also on Facebook at the United Gamedom podcast group. And you can also find Dennis there as well if you want to hear his little ramblings and post pictures and
I
things
mostly
like
post
that now.
pictures now, so.
Yeah, some of those, just these random pictures of cats and Game of Thrones stuff and certain things like that.
Yep.
I take it. Pretty much like what a lot of the internet community do, just post pictures for the lols.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to mention that little story I was
Yes, you want
talking
to.
about earlier? Okay. Basically, there's a person on my Twitter feed, pretty much. Well, basically, one of the things said first of all that I wasn't entirely happy with was basically said I like the United Gamedom pod, I like DAO, again, listen, like United Gamedom pod, I like DAO on it, but I think the other two hosts are boring.
Okay.
So that was strike one. And then pretty much spammed my tweets. Like basically did a retweet spam. Like every fucking time I looked on my thing, like my fucking iPad was going crazy because I keep hearing the beep, notice, notification, and fucking basically my tweets were getting retweeted to hell by this said person. So and therefore I was like, that's strike two. I basically told the person, don't do that anymore. Like basically, okay, you don't need to retweet them as spams. Basically, then I just blocked them anyway because it was like basically some of the tweets were saying as well, and some of the other tweets are saying is like, okay, this I don't know, she seems a bit of attention seeking in a way, I guess. I don't know. And then pretty much went on my United Gamedom profile as well. Said, why did you block me? Stop, can you block me again, start following me again? I did that, okay. And it basically said, if you don't do what I warned you about, I'll do it again, and I did. And then basically found out that they did pretty much the same thing with another person. They retweeted a lot of their other tweets, and it basically says, and then said to that other person, said, why'd you tweet me, why'd you block me, you fucker, to this other person? And I was like, okay, that's strike three. Blocked them again, and then blocked them from the United Gamedom one, and then they created a Twitter account called pissed at DAOM85. I blocked that as well. And I was like, and I pretty much put a tweet up, said, yep, you know you made it when you have your own troll.
Is this somebody you know, or just somebody?
So,
no
idea who it is. It's a girl apparently because she calls me a sexist for blocking me or something. It's like, okay. The fact is, you're fucking spamming retweets and fucking saying silly things to other people and things like that. Like that account's actually suspended now.
Okay.
That one, it's like Operation EU Shop. It was. They had I think I was like the only follower. So pretty much say you're my favorite subscriber or whatever, and I was like, okay, like a bit of a stalkerish feel as well. Okay, didn't want to deal with it. Basically says I'm a sexist for like blocking her and basically doing that things like, okay, you're basically fubbing, and I basically said to her like, some of my good friends online are female, but they're not as attention-seeking as you seem to be, unfortunately. So
yeah,
that's a little story. They might hear this now and they might get really, really fucking pissed off now, but I don't care. I blocked them on Twitter though, so shouldn't give me any more grief. I hope not. That can't be suspended, but they might make another one very, very pissed off at $M85 or $M85 must die or something. So look online on Twitter, guys, and see if there's anything along those lines, and it's like, okay, that's probably that person again. So anyway, that's my little wee troll story for the week. So anyway, email us at unitedgamedom@gmail.com as well before we go, and we'll see you all next time. This is a long one, so we'll get you next time and hopefully make it a bit shorter next time for you people. So till then, guys, take care. Bye.